Welcome, welcome, welcome to all our friends in South Florida, New York, Brooklyn, Chicago. Brooklyn. I got people from Brooklyn, the Bronx. I got people from all over the world in here.
Brooklyn.
And they're all from New York. You ever notice that there are more New Yorkers living in Florida than New Yorkers living in New York?
Because they all come. Why? Because
they're all forced to death.
4 nor'easters. There's another one coming.
And there's 5 boroughs.
This is what you do. Freddie goes 4. Your hands always go sideways. 4.
Yes. Last night, I have to say, last night on WNN, we had Faith Washington do a show. We had Becky. You want to shut that off?
Yes, I'm shutting it off for you.
We had Faith Washington. We had Becky and Boca. Becky and Boca had, who'd she have on? She had on the air.
Little River Band.
Little River Band. And you guys remember Little River Band?
Yeah.
And we confiscated the guitar pick. From who? I
You shouldn't say it on the air, though, Freddie.
You didn't confiscate it. It was on the ground.
He dropped it.
Wayne Nelson.
Wayne Nelson, the
Little
lead
River Band.
singer to Little River Band.
He dropped it. What do they say? Finders keepers. But the funny thing is, your girlfriend found it.
Linda found it, and I said, I'm taking it.
And she let you.
And she let me. She says, you're not going to take it, but I am going to take this, and I'm going to put it in a little frame, and this is history, right? Now, if you are young, you won't know who Little River Band is, but there was somebody in the day.
Somebody in the day, and Matthew did a great job running the board. Thank you, Matthew.
How you doing, Matthew?
Matthew.
How you feeling?
Got stuck in traffic for like 2 hours, so
That-
I'm not too excited.
Do you know what today is?
Yeah, it's Friday.
But today's the second day. We've gone now to 2 hours. 2?
2, and we want to welcome all our friends.
2 sideways. 2.
It's always
sideways, and it's never
Instead of
like the
2.
right fingers. 2 hours on the Brooklyn Cafe TV. So today we sort of start with our little chit chat, get to know everybody. It's our round table, rectangular table discussion, and then we go into our regular 1 o'clock hour.
And I'm going to tell you something. Today we have a segment up here. You're going to have to hear this because I don't know what it is yet either, but I got some hints. Hints. And she's in the studio today. We're going to be talking about that a little bit as well.
So you can find us on Facebook, live streaming at the Brooklyn Cafe TV, Periscope, and YouTube. Then our second hour, we go to WNN 95.3 FM and 1470 AM. Soon we'll be able to even call into this hour, correct? Working on that? New phone number?
There's a new phone number that we're going to be working on, actually feeding the radio station the phone number as opposed to them feeding it to us. We're going to work it from here in reverse.
You know what tomorrow is?
Saturday.
Bigger day than Saturday.
What?
St. Patrick's Day.
My birthday's Monday. I don't care about
Yeah, I
that.
know your birthday's
Oh, wow,
Monday.
your birthday's Monday?
Did you see on Facebook
Oh,
they have a
boy.
button you hit?
For
Don't
what?
get so excited.
You did
I'm not
make a
that excited.
donation?
Oh, how-
No, you hit a button
birthday?
to see how Irish you are because everybody is Irish tomorrow. Did you know that?
I'm Irish, a little bit.
I believe you're Irish.
I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm Irish.
Where are you
Everybody's Irish.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if you like to partake of alcohol, you're Irish.
You ask any Irishman,
They're all Irish?
ask any Irishman if you're Irish on St. Patty's Day. Everybody's Irish. Everybody's green.
You know what tomorrow is the opening of SPNGG.
Who?
Sugar Plum and the Growler. SPGG.
I know.
Sure,
And where is that? Where are they located?
They're on Lucerne Avenue in downtown Lake Worth. They're opening tomorrow. Their gallery, wine bar, and craft beer. You're going at 12:01 p.m.
No,
going at
I'm
12:01
going at
a.m.
11:59.
Then
I have
going
somebody.
at 11:59 p.m.
I have somebody waiting
AM.
online because I will be the first customer for this venue. I promise I will be the first one.
And do you know who shared that out, that I was able to share it?
What?
Giggles.
Giggles.
Yeah, I know. I guess she's going.
Because she's going to be there.
Oh, isn't that amazing? So Giggles, Felice Minkin. Freddie's not very good with names, so by the end of the day, you may all have new nicknames.
I don't even know.
Oh, yeah, mine's Patches.
I don't even know who you are.
Yes, you're Patches. And that's how you're in his phone, too, by the way.
Oh, my
It says
gosh.
Deb Patches.
But do you know how I
I
met?
won't say how Freddie's in my phone.
Ta-dang.
That'd
But
be
do you
Miss
know how I met this lady? She had all of these patches on her. Remember? She was a health.
Talking
she was
about the
Working with a
Thrive
different
patches.
She was working with Thrive
So I
Patches.
couldn't remember her name, and she had these patches, and I said, "Patches."
And there she got her nickname.
There, it was born.
I heard you went to a great event last night. Pam
Yes.
Polani actually texted me this
Amazing.
morning that she saw the Brooklyn Cafe was a sponsor at Happy, Healthy, Stronger.
Yep.
And she said, where were you? Or did I miss you?
It was at 6 o'clock. We were working.
We were working, Pam, but Pam was there. Pam had her own parking spot.
Yeah.
So I don't know how Pam
and
had her
she
own parking
was one of the
spot.
models.
Pam was?
Yeah.
For what?
Hey,
You're talking about Pam the lawyer.
Yes, what was
Yeah.
she modeling?
Pam the lawyer.
The,
She has a nickname.
the athletic wear.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Pam, do me a favor. pick up the phone and call me. I need to talk to
I
you.
spoke to Pam this morning.
Yeah,
She's
I need to
coming on the
talk to
show.
her. When's she coming?
Said, not until April.
No.
Until after her.
You come now. We need to talk
We
about
want
your
to have
events.
her here today.
She should have been here today.
Yeah.
We want to talk about Brain Bowl for next year.
She's amazing. She's a really nice person.
Yeah, she's amazing, all right. I got other words for her, too, but amazing is okay
Well, I
for
think
her.
And
she's
she
amazing.
said, by all means, use her name to do what we got to do.
Now, yes, the segment today is being brought to you by Vitalizer app and Tammy, because it's only 2 commercials we got.
Nutrition Tammy Fogarty Nutrition.
Yes, but I'm going to tell you something that I read about sound waves. This is going to freak you out. Since 1933, they had discovered that you can cure cancer, I'm using the word cure, using sound waves, and it was taken off the market as too out-of-the-box thinking. So I read the article yesterday, and the article was huge. It was long. It took me like an hour and a half. And it just reminds me...
Wait.
An hour and a half, because I
Hour
had
and a
other
half
things to
read
do.
it.
When did
Were
you
you
have it-
distracted?
When did you
Last
have an
night,
hour
1
and a
o'clock
half
in the
to
morning.
read?
Shh. 1 o'clock in the morning. But it talks
We worked
about...
until 8:30.
1 o'clock in the morning already. So it talks about how sound waves were used in 1933 to combat cancer. And they took it off the market for a whole slew of reasons, which is not important. But it reminds me about the Vitalizer app, how the Vitalizer app have kept these flowers going because it uses the same technology to vitalize different objects.
It's the sound frequency and the light frequency. So Vitalizer app. Faith Washington gave us some really great news yesterday about the new price point on Vitalizer app. I don't know when that's going into effect.
I don't either, but check it out because they're going to lower the price so that everybody can have this app. And after what I read yesterday, I mean, I'm like a full thing of knowledge.
That's what I'm thinking.
Splendor.
When did you do all this?
Linda was feeding me all day because I had the day off.
Do you know remember the little boy that went viral and he sat there in the kitchen and he screamed, Linda, 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 listen to me, Linda.
Yes.
Every time you say that, that's what I think of. Is this little boy going, Linda, Linda, listen.
She was
Linda,
feeding me.
listen.
She was
Right?
feeding me all these
That was a
articles.
cute that was cute.
And the reason I'm doing that is because of the guests we have on the set, which is also out of the box thinking.
Yes.
So that's the segue to this whole thing. But you know, don't poo-poo something because it's different. Think about that. Think about, like
I have an
Arsenio
idea.
Hall used to do. Think about that.
I have an idea.
Of course you do.
I think our 12 o'clock hour should not be called the Brooklyn Cafe.
Yes, it will be.
I think it should be called FredX at the cafe. Because it's kind of like Chit Chat TEDx, right? We talk about it. We just need to come up with the right acronym, what FredX stands for. We know what TEDx is. We need to come up with something really catchy that FredX is, and that's our 12 o'clock hour that leads, or it can be FredX at the cafe, and then the cafe is our 1 o'clock hour. Did I make you spit your coffee out?
Yeah. But the funny thing is that we're going to have bicycles. We have a whole bunch of agenda coming. I had some great meetings today. We got a bunch of different people coming with different ideas, networking parties. There's a lot of things coming, so I'm excited about that. I don't care what you call it. Just be there.
FredX.
Let's be there. All right, listen. Before we get started here, we got some new interns, as
Did
tradition
you say
will
hi to
have it.
Brendan on our board today?
Brandon, how you doing?
Hi, Brendan.
Make sure that mic is on.
I don't know if that one's on. There's a switch on the top.
There you go. How you?
Hey,
Hey,
Speak up. Let me hear you.
hey, I'm here.
There you
Hey,
go.
I'm here. So part of the board op job, Brendan, is to just pipe right in. If you have any questions, any comments, just that third voice. I know we have other voices, but that third consistent voice is part of our show.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
Freddy used to always be made fun of, and our other board op went wah wah. People miss that wah wah, by the way.
I have that.
You have the wah wah.
Yeah.
Brendan's gonna go wah wah.
Well, Brendan's going to do that?
I don't know. He can do whatever he wants
Brendan
to
is
do.
so focused right now, I don't think he's going to go.
yeah. He
And
is
then we
so
have a couple
focused.
new interns. One is the Owls. What is that they do with the Owls?
FAU Owls.
FAU Owls. And worked in media for the FAU Owls, right?
Yes, I do. I work at FAU Owl Radio Student Media. And hi, guys.
Hi,
Alex.
Hi.
You know, I hear that voice. Aren't you on the radio for the Owls?
Yes, I'm actually an on-air personality as well. We have shows.
No,
throughout
you're
the
a
week.
personality.
Yeah. So,
And what
also
is-
the on-campus DJ as well. So I do a lot of
There you
events.
go.
Can you bring me the FAU football coach down here?
Oh, Lane Kiffin?
Yeah.
I can see what I can do. I can pull some strings.
You know what? And I'm going to give you a lot of string to pull.
Alex is like a cross between Johnny and Rashad. It's like
No,
if
no,
Johnny
no,
and
no.
Rashad had a baby, it would be Alex.
Have you ever heard Owl Radio? Have you ever heard these personalities on
No.
there? Well, you're going to get a trip, and I can hear this guy is like, he's flying a million miles a minute.
I'm impressed though.
What?
You've been at meetings since 9 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, so?
Pretty impressive. 2 new interns. We've got Ingrid with us.
Ingrid.
Hi, Ingrid.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Nice to be here. Thank you.
Ingrid.
Like that?
Ingrid is Latina.
Your name doesn't fit you, though.
It
No,
doesn't.
it
look
doesn't.
like
I
an
actually
Ingrid.
have my middle name, which is Mabel, and I
That
go
don't
by
fit you either.
Mabel
Mabel
because I
works,
feel
yeah.
like Mabel fits me more than
Yeah, it
Ingrid.
does.
I think so,
I always
too.
go by Mabel, but
Wait a
Ingrid
minute.
is my first
but
name.
Ingrid, you have a station that you do, right? What's the name of the station? What's the name of the
Muévete al ritmo, which
All right,
means
so-
move to the rhythm.
So I'm going to call you as Rhythm, because I'm never going to remember Rhythm.
That's your new nickname,
remember
Her
Rhythm.
name is Mabel.
You
Well,
remember
thank
Mabel.
you.
I remember Rhythm. Mabel. When I'm thinking bacon and syrup and stuff.
That's Maple.
That's Maple with a
Hey,
P.
I'm Puerto Rican. It's Mabel
Freddie.
to me.
Maybe Mabel
Freddy,
is a waitress.
There you go.
You see, that's why it doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Patches, it doesn't work, so she's going to be Rhythm.
So she's Rhythm.
Ritmo.
We have to
Ritma.
get a new nickname.
Rhythm, and then we need,
Ritma.
we got Rhythm, and then we need Soul.
Well, we have Amazing Grace in the front.
Yes, we do.
And then we have
We got Matthew. who's
Mr.
reading the
Matthew,
book.
who is here late. Matthew, I would need you to
Hey,
help
Matthew.
these guys keep an eye when we go to commercials and stuff. You know how to work that board?
Yeah, I did.
All right, so they may need, no, let him do it, but I just need you to be like a ghost, like a shadow.
If you want to join our studio audience, we are here Monday through Friday, all day actually, but we're on air from 12 to 2 at 1440 North Federal Highway at the heart of Delray Gallery. Alex, I don't know where, Alex, I need to know, where did they take you in Boca Raton today? Because he went to a different 1440.
Where did
yeah,
you go?
yeah. I was actually. I think I was over by because I saw the Dollar Tree, and I think it took me by all the way down by where the Panera Bread, and I think that plaza is where like Publix and all that stuff is.
Oh, you
so-
were in Boca.
Yeah, I was in Boca.
He was in Boca.
It's a 1440 Boca, I guess.
All right,
Sometimes you just can't trust the GPS, man.
But Alex, Alex, what we're gonna do is we're gonna send you out to every
That's
14.
if you know how to work it.
We're gonna send you to every 1440 address,
Oh yeah.
and we're gonna give you some Brooklyn Cafe tickets. And you're gonna give these tickets to them. So when people get lost, you say, "Listen, you give them this ticket, and they'll come back and we'll do some promotions."
Sounds good. Make it an adventure. Come on.
Chit Chat Friday.
Chit Chat Friday. So what do we got going on today?
What do we got going on today? We're talking functional foods. We got some rice pudding for you, Freddy. Do you eat rice pudding?
I do not. I love it, but I can't eat it.
Good.
Good. So we're gonna
Can a diabetic eat rice pudding?
Not safely.
Good answer. You like her.
You're going to
You
like
can,
her.
but you shouldn't.
She opened that door.
I told you. Be
She opened
specific.
the door. Don't call me
You gotta be
spick.
specific.
Oh, specific.
Specific. You can, but you shouldn't. See, it's a matter
Yeah,
of
but you
word
should.
choice.
But I can eat oatmeal.
You
so
can eat a
figure
lot of
that
things,
out.
but
It's
should
not
you?
the same thing.
Well, they put sugar in rice pudding, but you could put
Yeah.
stevia or whatever that other company is. You can put that in it, and then can I eat it then?
Well, you would also have
Get closer to the
you would
mic.
also
Turn
have to
the mic on.
remove
Yeah.
some of the dairy, half of the fat, and replace the white rice with brown rice. And at that point, it's not rice pudding.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I again reading my documentary last night. Do you know that brown rice is worse for you than white rice?
No.
Why?
That's what I read. I'm going to explain that.
Was
brown,
it on Facebook?
No, this is
You
a
watched the whole
doctor.
documentary.
But sometimes
he
you
said.
I
gotta
watched the
be careful.
documentary, and brown bread. You know where that bread is brown.
Pumpernickel bread.
Is not good for you either. It
Really?
is Tendrix. What is the Brady is? His book is all about now.
Oh, Tom Brady
Yes.
has a book. I don't know the name of the book.
The name of the ingredient. I told you today. Tendrix, Landix, Lindix.
Leptin.
Are you
That
talking
thing.
about lectin?
He's
Yes.
talking about leptin and leptin.
Okay,
He's
so
talking
there's
about
a lot
leptin
of
resistance and diabetes.
yeah, most people do have lectin resistance.
That's what he's talking about.
I think there are a lot of gaps between what lectin does and does not do, what causes lectin resistance, and the food you eat. And for me to say something like brown rice increases lectin resistance doesn't really follow very well.
That's why I agree.
But I look at it a little differently than a lot of doctors because I look at the whole food as a whole thing, not just a series of separate ingredients.
Well, let me throw some things at you. They said beans for a diabetic, no good.
I disagree completely.
And the reason is that the bean is really a fruit or a vegetable. It's something else, he said. And what happens is that it's high. Now, this guy lost 120 pounds, and he's off his meds, and he's no longer a diabetic.
Okay.
He's the leading voice of this.
Well, you can lose
whole-
weight, but
So what
Wait.
diet, is it ketogenic? Is he going on the ketogenic diet?
I didn't get that far. That's interesting.
Oh
But
my
you can't
gosh.
eat tomatoes, you can't eat beans, and peanuts are not good for you. Now, I was told for a diabetic that peanuts stabilize.
Do not say peanuts.
Peanuts.
You can have almonds.
You can have almonds.
So here's the deal. Beans can be whatever they want to call it. Bottom line, beans have a phenomenal amount of fiber, and fiber is always good for a diabetic.
And they
Because
asked them that.
Fiber will slow down the glycolic insulin factors in your gut.
Yes.
Which, again, starts to control your blood sugars.
Exactly. And what he was talking about is that a packet of Splenda will destroy half
Yes,
of what's going on in your stomach
or more.
or more. A packet of
Yes.
Splenda. So Splenda now is off the
Sugar
charts.
is,
That's
safe,
done.
sugar is safer
Than those
the
artificial
artificial
things.
sugar.
You've been
All
saying
the
that for years.
Because your body knows how to process sugar, because sugar is natural. It's from the ground. Your body knows what to do with it.
So what he said was, if you take a little bit of sugar, a little bit, is more healthy than Splenda. But it was the same philosophy with the beans, the peanuts, peanuts.
Don't say spread
If
after
you're
it.
wondering, we're having a little issue with Freddy's vernacular on the word peanut.
I'm Latino. They don't understand peanut spread.
Last week we had peanut balls, peanut protein
Now,
balls.
you see, I didn't say that. She did.
And the week before was peanut spread.
Yes, and people were running into the studio saying, "What are you saying on the air?" I said peanuts.
Even my husband watched and said, that's what
So-
he
See,
said.
my kids watch and say, "What are you doing?"
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
But you shouldn't have peanuts.
I don't speak it that way. The peanuts.
Peanuts are bad for
Do I
you.
look like a
Not anyway.
peanut person?
Peanut.
The
Butter.
PT word. Anyway, let's get back to the conversation. So let's introduce, because I'm going to lead in that direction.
We're talking whole Beyond Food. The Barbara Swanson wrote a book called
And
Beyond
that's
Food,
Barbara
the
Swanson.
Handbook of
Nobody
Barbara
introduced
Swanson.
Barbara.
The Handbook of Functional Nutrition. So we're talking functional food and functional
Functional.
nutrition. Just like we talked about, you remember last year when you were sick,
No.
and Coach Leslie came, and she works with Dr. George, who is a functional nutritionist doctor.
Yes.
And it's all about your food to heal your body. And
Yes.
food can heal, just like when we did the stem cell conference and the biologics that are injectable. Your body will heal itself with the proper nutrition and the proper ingredients. And it's not artificial, real ingredients, putting everything back into your body that should be there.
Yes, but in your case, what I want to understand is junk in, junk out. I can eat what Chef Olga calls you're eating inflammation. Okay, and I'm making my situation worse by eating Splenda because I'm depleting myself of the things that I need in my gut. It's funny, when I go to the doctor, Dr. Hare, how you doing? They don't measure my weight. I mean, they measure the weight, but they don't care about that. They care about my belly because that's what has to come down,
Visceral fat.
that stuff. So my question is, you have a product here. Does this product, what does it do? How does it help a diabetic or not?
Well, that's different than your book.
That's very different than my book, and I really want to keep the two very separate.
Okay.
Because the information in the book is information, but the product line is something
Different.
that I just choose to use.
Okay, so which one are we talking about,
I
the
want to
book?
talk about the functional nutrition first, because I want everyone to get an overall understanding of why it's important and then why Barbara's so passionate about these products. But we need to understand what your body does, how it can heal itself, and what nutrition does. And she's got these basic guidelines we can follow
Yeah.
on what it is, and then that will lead us into the
And
product.
this will help you heal. Is that what you're saying?
It will help your body do what your body is built to do. We
Okay.
have a template for healing. It's called our DNA.
Okay.
And we have systems that support, like a house has a heating and cooling system, and it has, it has all these plumbing systems. We have the same systems, and they're codified by our DNA. But how much we clean house or not, that's codified by what we put in our mouth.
Well, what made you even write the book?
I've been working with nutrition about 30 years, and I really got into it actually 35 years ago when my son was born, who was autistic. And really searching for something that would make a difference in his life, because he was fairly severely autistic, even though he was high functioning in some ways, not at all in others. And after tens of thousands of dollars of different kinds of light therapy and movement therapy and eye therapy and you name it, I stumbled across ancient foods.
Ancient?
Ancient foods. In
Such
other words,
as?
the source of our nutrition and source of our DNA development, actually.
Okay.
And that made the biggest, longest lasting difference in his life.
What do you consider an ancient food?
Yeah, that's
An
interesting.
ancient food are the algae and fungi.
Like
on
the
the planet.
primordial soup.
The primordial soup, you got it. The algae created our environment, it created our atmosphere, and the fungi terraformed our planet.
All right, so here's my question for you,
I got
totally
about
off
20.
subject.
I knew he
Okay,
would.
so you know, I just had this conversation with my son. We have a lot of conversations. He says the chicken and the egg concept, Mom.
Oh, I got an answer to
He
that.
says, what's your answer?
The chicken came first.
He says the chicken came first.
You know why?
Why?
Because the DNA on the shell of a chicken only a hen can lay.
That's interesting.
It's not interesting, it's science.
But
Because
a
I was
chicken-
reading last night, baby.
A chicken.
How you like that?
A chicken.
Not
is-
everything you were
a
reading
chicken
was
is
correct, though.
evolution to
Look
the-
at Deb. Deb is like, wow,
But
he's
a chicken
intelligent
is
today.
evolution
Yeah,
to
you
the
like me now?
dinosaur. So
I'm
what came
impressed,
first?
Freddy.
The dinosaur,
Dinosaur.
and then it goes back to the primordial soup.
Well, you
and
gotta go
algae
to
being the
dinosaurs when
beginning.
I'm a chicken. The
Am I
chicken,
right?
You
DNA
are right.
Thank you very much.
The DNA on the chicken, only the hen can lay. That's why they say the chicken was first.
So did God put a chicken here, or did the chicken evolve from the dinosaur?
I didn't say God put nothing here. I said the chicken was here first. I don't know who put it here.
Okay, so however the chicken got here, did it come from the dinosaur?
Maybe. Maybe it came from you. Who
Maybe
knows?
it came from algae in the primordial soup, and that first ingredient,
Oh, now we're going to go another step.
the single cell organism in the ocean.
Wait,
Well,
do-
that first ingredient was chlorophyll, which started to create oxygen, because this was an anaerobic planet. We couldn't have supported life forms like oxygen-breathing species
I got a question.
without algae.
I got a
Yes.
question for you. When I was a kid, in the 6th grade, they gave me a terrarium. Is that what it's called? I had to build a terrarium and seal it. And everything in there grew like a jungle. Then I took a dropper and I put it underneath a microscope. And I saw all sorts of parazoa and amoebas and I don't know what the hell it was. Is that what you're talking about? Is that the way life is created?
Yes, in soil. It's a little different in the very beginning, but yes, soil-based organisms, when they talk about depleted soil and why our food crops are not as nutritious as they used to be, the real problem is when you poison the soil, you kill those amoeba and microbes.
Right.
And those microbes actually bind to the rootlets of the plants and allow the minerals to be uptake so that they can create the nutrients the plant needs.
So can we put this stuff into the ground to get it back to where it was?
I sure have in my own yard,
And it works.
absolutely.
And this is what you started your son on? You went back to ancient
Yes.
algae? How did you even come up with that
Yeah,
idea?
I
to
mean,
go
what, you
back
run
to
into an
that?
algae plant?
Some friends of mine had been using this product for several years and bugging me to use it, and I wasn't interested because, like Fred, I'm like, algae? No, thanks.
You know, because algae has that funky
I said it
funkus.
kinda
And
sounds
I
kinda
wasn't
gross,
into it,
right?
Funky
but
funkus.
I just got desperate. I just got desperate for anything. So I started using it myself first because I'm a good mom.
And how do you use it, Mom? How
I
did you
take it
use
in
it?
capsule form.
How many times a day?
I take it in the morning.
Just once?
A lot. Yes.
You take more than one pill?
Oh, yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say you take 10 pills in a day.
Okay.
That's a lot. What is it doing to your body?
Nutrients go where nutrients are needed. The body does not make mistakes if it's fed, so the minerals will go to whatever part of our body might be mineral deficient at that time. The heart uses a lot of minerals, the brain, the kidneys in particular, are
Really?
really mineral dependent.
Yeah. And this is bringing everything back to balance?
It's allowing your body to do
When you
what
say
it
allowing,
naturally
what does that mean?
So your DNA will do what it's meant to do if it's got the food. Science has very recently proven that the foods you eat, when your mother is pregnant, when she eats, what you eat as a child, turn off and turn on genes.
So I guess that Chili's I ate from Wendy's when I was pregnant with my daughter wasn't a good thing.
Hey, I don't think that wouldn't have killed it, no. But you know,
I lived in Dallas. You had to do.
yeah, got to do your Chili's. But you know, foods have the actual ability to change your DNA expression, to change your health. Not
That's
just
true.
yours, but your grandchildren.
What does that have to do, the algae, with your book?
So, very, very tangentially, because my book is really just information for anybody. These just happen to be the products that I love. And the reason I love them is explained in the book, but I don't talk about products in my book.
Well, we're talking about functional nutrition, though, and
Yes.
food can change your DNA,
Yes.
good or bad.
Yes,
And we want to talk about how we can positively change.
yes,
And I said to you before, I'd like to be proactive to what we do as a parent, as opposed to reactive in healthcare. However, you've got a lifetime of what we do, and sometimes you have to be reactive, whether it be diabetes or heart disease, and now you have to fix it. We can't always get in front of it like would be ideal.
and so my philosophy is do what you need to do, i.e. fixing Western medicine, you know, the intervention model, which I'm not against. I mean, I've had 4 surgeries on my back, and that's why I'm alive, you know, so I'm not going to complain about that. It's not one or the other.
It has to
We can
work
do
in
both.
unison.
So
You can
that's
do
our
both.
East meets West.
East meets West. My doctor gave me, he throws a book at me when I went to see him. He says, alternative medicine. I said, Doc, I've been preaching this to you for a year. He says, I'm finally listening. So they are listening. Now, I have a vested interest in diabetes, of course, because I'm a diabetic. And I want to know, I mean, I'm curious because if my DNA is out of whack, right? And this is going to allow, and this is going to allow my
If it
DNA
is, if,
to give it a chance to get back into whack, that patches.
I love you, Freddie.
How am I going to know if it's working?
Okay, so it may not, first of all, I need to say, it may not be your DNA. It may,
I'm saying if.
So if, whether it is or not, how food, not just this product, but food would help is, especially the pancreas, it gets very depleted because
Yes.
it produces what are called enzymes. Pancreatin is the big one. We need a lot of enzymes. The literal meaning of life, the definition of life is enzymatically driven. When they search for life out in the stars, they're looking for enzymes.
Yes.
So we have 13,000 kinds of enzymes in our body. Most people are not eating foods that can build enzymes. So the pancreas is
Gets
utilizing
depleted.
its enzyme store
Right.
for everything. So if you eat foods like food-based enzymes or fermented foods that are rich in enzyme and probiotics, you're feeding your body the raw materials that lay off your pancreas.
Okay, so what about if I take a probiotic?
Yeah,
Does it work in unison with this?
absolutely.
You know, this is really, it's really strange because since I got sick last year, a lot of people have brought products to me. CBD oil for my neuropathy works.
It's kind
Barbara,
of like when you're the king of this kingdom, and everyone from the kingdom comes with their offerings. It's almost,
Yeah.
seriously, this is what
True.
it's like being here. Everyone comes with their offerings of healing. And then you don't know, like the chicken and the egg. People bring you chickens, people bring you eggs, they bring you CBD, they bring you algae, they bring you alkaline water. There's so many things.
but
That's
it's
why I
not
wrote
one,
the book.
but it's not one cure.
Yeah, that's why she wrote the book,
What I
That's why
love,
wrote
to
the
help
book.
people.
what I love about what you're saying is that there isn't really one cure. It's not a take a pill and
No.
diabetes goes away.
Right.
And
There are
that's why I
different,
don't take one pill.
but there are different things. Again, I was reading last night, and when I was younger, I took a lot of antibiotics.
Yeah.
You know, I used to call them antibodies. Don't
What a
laugh.
surprise.
It's antibiotics.
Yeah, I'm
When I
not
was younger.
surprised either.
And, you know, but nothing about me surprises you. But antibiotics in my system when I was younger is an issue now that I'm older because I depleted all of those enzymes that you're talking about.
Not only that, they have very recently discovered that long-term usage of antibiotics or several courses of antibiotics actually does change your DNA.
Yes, it does.
And it starts in the gut.
Yes, it
Because did you know, I'm going to throw out a factoid, one of my favorites, that less than 5% of the DNA in your body is your own.
Really?
The rest is from the bacteria in your gut.
Did you know that?
I did not.
I knew that. I read that last
read
night.
that too?
Yep.
Oh my
There are a lot
God, he
of
was
things like-
reading
I'm
for an
a-
hour and a half.
I was reading for like 3 hours. The funny thing is also there was a lady that did this thing. What happens when you drink alcohol? Are you having a good time? When you drink alcohol, right? So she's drinking as she's presenting. She's a doctor.
Oh my God.
And she's presenting her evidence. She had 10 drinks. She was passed out by the end of the show. But she wanted to prove what happens in the liver and the pancreas, all enzymes, and how it affects the different parts of your brain. Why is it that they call it man juice when guys drink it to get brave, and how that happens, and the enzymes, and this, and the alcohol, the whole 9 yards? You are actually
BB's in the house.
sucking in toxins.
Hey.
You're actually producing toxins when you drink alcohol. It's not even good for you. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So how is it they tell me 1 glass of wine is good for a diabetic?
Okay, so here's the deal. Everything is in moderation, in my opinion, even health foods. If somebody is so rigid that they don't allow themselves to enjoy their food, they are not going to be healthy,
Really?
in my opinion.
That's
How
the
can you?
Puerto Rican way, baby.
Being happy, having some fun when you're eating.
I gotta have fun when I eat.
Yes,
Because otherwise, why the hell am I eating?
bingo, you got to enjoy it.
So this is going to put me on the path to give my body an opportunity, whatever's lacking, missing, or whatever, it gives it an opportunity. It's not a one-pill cure,
No,
but it gives, you're better off with than without. Can we say that?
100%.
Well, that's a big percent. I was gonna say 50.
No, 100%.
What do you think,
And you know
Matthew?
why I'm so secure in saying that?
Why?
Because we were built on a physical level to access the nutrients that algae created.
Really? How do you know that?
Because it was the very first life form on the planet,
How do you know that?
according to science.
According to science.
According to science, there was nothing more primordial than the cyanobacteria.
You know, that makes a whole lot of sense because on Mars, they're looking for bacteria.
Yes.
Did you read that too?
Yes.
I read that too.
And in the ice,
Sorry,
you saw that too?
You've been helping.
Did you see that?
Wow, there's a lot of reading going on.
And they are
you
looking for bacteria in the ice caps
Yeah.
because it would be frozen. And then it comes back to life when it heats up. Did you know that?
No. Well, yes, think about Jurassic Park. So,
Okay, that's a movie.
but think about it. Think about they cloned the dinosaurs at Universal Studios.
That's a movie.
But it's the same thing. You can, well, cryotherapy.
You
When
know-
people cryo their bodies for science, they
Yeah.
go into this frozen state, and when they come back out, they warm them up, and they come back.
Jimmy Williams, who's the lefty, the baseball player? Jimmy Williams' head is frozen in cryo. Did you know that? They still have his
Well,
head.
his head, just his head.
Just
so
his
they
head.
Want, so I guess
Did you know that?
to look
Just
at
his
his
head.
brain?
No, they think that in the future they're going to be able to put the human body back together and put the head back on the
Like
body.
Frankenstein.
You know, they're cloning a mastodon in Russia.
Oh my
Well,
God.
I heard.
Or attempting.
I heard yesterday that the first kidney that was cloned is ready to be put out. Now, it's going to be out on 2 years. They're going to put it in human specimen. Now, do you know that's a game changer
Yeah, that's,
if it works?
if it works.
Yeah.
If it works.
It's scary.
And I also heard today, listen, don't call me and don't send texts. I heard there is a cure for cancer, and it's now going to be put out in the next 3 years. And they're having a hard time doing it because it's been around for a long time. Long time. It's all
And
big business.
Who's going to make the money? That's the problem,
And
too.
but they've gotten to a point now where it's becoming a problem, and they want to cure that, and they're just going to invent another problem, and they'll have the answer to that in another 20
Well,
years.
therein lies the conversation we had. How are we doing? Can we go to commercial, Brendan?
All right, Matthew,
you
you
think?
want to make sure that Brendan, remember, you're going to hit the music and the lower third, and you're going to knock out the
You've
sound.
been doing a lot of reading and watching TV.
It's amazing what you can
lot of
learn.
it's-
I was prepping.
If you don't sleep, it's amazing what you
I was
can learn.
prepping. I saw that we were going to have this guest on here. I got to
He's
get
very smart.
educated.
He's very
All
smart.
right.
I got to get educated.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
and still achieving your health and wellness goals. I take the guesswork out of nutrition by giving you my simple and effective strategies so that you can live the healthy and happy life you will love using real food to get.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow. Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste,
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow.
Crazy.
Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
Real results. Schedule your nutrition consultation today at 888-84-TAMMY or visit my website, tammyfogarty.com. Don't delay, get healthy today. 888-84-TAMMY. In a perfectly imperfect world, you can eat the foods you love, lose weight, and be healthy. But what if I told you you can do just that? In fact, your diet should be perfectly imperfect by eating the foods you love and still achieving your health and wellness goals.
I've got the sound in my head.
And we're back.
And we're back on the Brooklyn Cafe.
And there you go.
Back on Brooklyn Cafe on a Chit Chat Friday. You know what today is?
Friday.
Pre-birthday weekend.
No, it ain't.
Oh, yes, it ain't. Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
Why?
Whose birthday is it?
Yours.
Mine's into next week.
Yours is on Monday.
They don't count. You said weekend.
Pre-birthday weekend. It is the weekend before your birthday. Pre-birthday
Now,
weekend.
I got a bone to pick with you.
Did you read about that?
No, I don't look at that.
What
I got a
happened?
bone to pick with you. Dawn goes and puts the silliest pictures of me on Facebook.
Did you see it, Rashad?
I love that picture.
Me too.
Rashad, if I looked like that, I wouldn't mind. But that picture is the worst picture I've ever taken in my entire life. And not only one, she puts two.
I
Two
think they're
pictures.
so funny. Are they not?
Yeah, they're funny at my expense. You saw them
I
too?
saw it. It was very nice. They're animated.
Kind of
Yeah, they're animated.
No, it doesn't show my personality. I called her.
animation of
I
you.
texted her. I said, "You take those pictures down immediately."
No, I said, do
Immediately.
you want me to take them down? You didn't answer me. And then by the next morning, there were like 130 likes. You know what?
130 likes. Numbers don't lie.
Do you know what your
186 this
Do you
morning.
know what your ex-partner taught me?
She, apparently to make fun of Freddy.
Yeah, he taught me. He says it doesn't matter what they're saying about you, as long as they're saying something.
No, that's not true.
Something.
That's not true.
I know it's not true, but
Don't
that's
believe
why he's your
everything you hear.
ex-partner.
They
Yeah.
were nice, though. I saw them and I thought.
They were
oh,
anything-
I thought they were so funny.
Yeah.
They were anything but nice.
You got such an expressive face.
Thank you very much. Anything but nice.
No, it's all really good. We got BB's back in the house. He did a great commercial spot for us. I love that. Did you like it?
Oh yeah, that was really good. That was you?
Yes.
I knew it was him.
I know you know it was him.
We're
Brandon's
gonna
got
be-
a smile on, so he's a little more relaxed.
We're gonna.
I thought Dawn was going to be upset when you sent me her an email at almost 1 o'clock in the morning. But
Why? My phone doesn't beep. I have got everything on silent.
I was reading at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, he was reading. What are you doing now?
I'm reading.
Answering text.
The landlord is out of town, Vivian says. Listen, we want to say hello to Jamie, CBD Oil.
Jamie CBD oil.
Also,
Deb
we
said
wanna
they
say-
had a really nice event. Like, got a lot of activity on the CBD.
Where?
Jamie's going to be joining us next week,
Where?
talking about Canaway at Happy, Healthy, Stronger.
Oh, okay.
They were at the event, so Jamie's joining us next week. I ordered the AM and PM. We're going to see how that goes. So that's coming in soon. You ordered whatever you ordered.
I don't even know what the hell I ordered. I
don't
let
know
people
what you
order for me. I
either.
don't know what I
That's the
ordered.
beautiful thing about working with Jamie, with Canaway. Is that you go, Jamie, I need this for this. And she says, okay. And then she says, do you mind? I saved you $16 because it came with facial scrub. No, Jamie, I do not mind. Just more products. But do you remember the other day someone said, Seema was talking about it takes a woman on the average 16 products a day to get ready. Well, I was counting. I
You
got up
have
to about
227
I got up
products.
to about 10 before I opened my makeup bag.
I want you to look. I want you to look. I want you.
Before I open my
I
makeup
want
bag.
you to look at the audience. The guys, they could care less about that stuff.
Ingrid, how many products does it take you to
Rhythm
get dressed
over
in the
here is
morning?
laughing. She's laughing.
I honestly just never thought about it or ever counted.
All right, I want everyone to look at that this week. And ladies,
Right.
line up your products when you're getting ready. I had 10 before I opened my makeup bag.
You're ridiculous.
And I'm
But
wondering,
anyway.
does that include the curling iron, the blow dryer?
No.
It probably doesn't.
And the blow dryer, she came in here, she had a lump on her head.
Oh my
The
gosh.
blow dryer, the piece in the front must have flown off and hit her
It
in the
hit
face.
me in the face. I know. And what did I do? It was an hour before we were
You gotta
going
learn how
on
to
air.
duck.
So here's what goes on in my head. Do I call the plastic surgeon or do I go on the show?
Plastic surgeon, it wasn't all that.
Well, I didn't think it was all that until 3 months later. I still have a scar, but because I've got such a strong work ethic and I love working with you, I
Yeah,
came
right. That's
here
what it
with
was.
the bloody
Uh-huh.
nose.
Yeah, right, that's what it was. You
and
didn't have
some
no bloody
cover-up.
nose.
It was all black and blue. But he says he can take care of it now after the fact. So
The
just 17
surgeon-
products.
You're gonna go on the plastic. You're gonna go under the knife to take care of. You can't even see that. she's
It's
looking
like
at.
we wish.
She's looking at the camera. Capital V, baby. Capital
You
V.
can't see her from that far away.
Listen,
17 products.
I'm gonna give you some of that stuff to take and watch it disappear.
I think I can put some CBD on it though.
Yes, CBD. Call Jamie. And I
Liz
also want
loves
to
CBD.
say hello to Michelle Spears, Dr. Love.
Dr. Love. She's coming tonight.
Love now.
Dr.
Dr. Love, you've got two big shows lined up tonight.
She's
You've
gonna be
got
on.
Dawn Goldstein from 6 to 6:30.
That's right.
On Freely Reading, and then from 6:30 to 7, you have Michelle Spears and New York Sounds
New
coming
York
on.
Sound, they're
Tell us
coming
your
on.
biz.
Tell us your biz. That's tonight from 6 to 7 on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and on the AMP Square TV Productions Facebook page.
Lots of things going on.
And it's really cool because we spoke to Steve from New York Sound, and he is like out of the box doing all sorts of stuff. We're going to have him on the set.
And behind you, you're not going to be able to see it. It's under the cookies and under the Ellie's menu. But tomorrow night is the event for Bit by Bit.
Bit by Bit?
Yes.
No. Bob Morancy's.
And what do you think the name of the horse therapy
What
place
is
is
it?
that it benefits?
I thought it was, is it? I've only been going there 4 years.
Bit by Bit.
Oh, I got to call her. I don't have my press pass. I'm supposed to be there tomorrow. You think I
Bit
should
by
call
Bit,
her?
yes. It benefits Megan Morancy, but it is Bit by Bit, and all the fundraising goes to help them and their special needs students for horse therapy. And the vets have a special program as well. We need to get down there because I really want to meet these kids in person and see they do amazing hippotherapy. I'd never heard of hippotherapy. And why it's
For the
called
horses, not
hippotherapy
hippos.
when it's on equines, that's just what it is. But they do all the modalities, PT, speech, OT, for special needs children on horses.
And it's funny because John Wellman, Bob sent you an invitation. I haven't seen you, but he wanted you to go to the event tomorrow because he's working with the horses.
He said he and Vinny, I think we're planning on going.
Oh, are they? Oh, that'd be fantastic. I'm going to do a little interview. I'm going to do a little work there.
Little work?
Little work.
But yes, it's for Bit
All
by
right.
Bit. It's down in Davie, and it's just incredible. They've got 6 horses. They work with 100 kids throughout the year, and they work with children with cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, you name it, autism, and they also work with children that don't have special needs, although we all have special needs. Those kids can go volunteer, and they have regular riding lessons. You can take care of the horses. You can help the kids, be a mentor. They've got so many opportunities, and they were on our show, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
Bit by Bit, so
I
you'll
have
be
to
there
call-
tomorrow.
remind
You'll
me to call her. I
You'll
gotta
get
call
some
between
film for
sets.
us. We can show it next week.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
the other thing I want you guys to, what do you mean? I got to get permission to do that.
Can you do that?
I got to
for us?
ask.
Okay.
And the other thing is that we're going to go from 1 to 2. We're going to keep going. So if you're watching the show, it's going to not stop. We're going to keep on going. We'll be on radio form. From 1 to 2, we just got to start all over here.
That's what we're going to do.
So we're going to keep going. And yes,
Keep
the
going.
chicken came first. That's right. They're asking me on Facebook. Chicken came first. Because only the hen can lay the DNA on the shell of an egg. That's what they found out. Just to let you know.
Where'd you read that?
I have no idea.
I'm impressed.
I have no.
Deb,
You
are
know,
you impressed?
it's really funny when Freddie says something
Freddie asks me a good
intelligent.
question, I go, "That's
They're
really
impressed.
good."
So impressed.
Really?
Yes.
Do you know that I can chew and tie my sneaker at the same time? Yes, but only the right foot, not the left. How you like me now? How you like me?
So you must be right into them.
And now that you've got a whole weekend, I don't know what you're going to come up with.
I have no idea. I got a whole bunch of stuff I read last night. It's just craziness. Craziness, I tell you.
So we've got Deborah Size on our Fitness Friday, Barbara Swanson, and Susan Rispoli with us. We haven't even gotten to Susan, but we're kind of just breaking
Yeah, we got
breaking
another
the
hour
ice
anyway.
into getting into functional nutrition, algae, primordial soup. I know algae sounds like, even to me, it sounds like, gross. I could eat the blue mold off my cottage cheese, but that's not even what it is.
Now, this is what? Controlled algae? What,
No, this is wild algae.
wild?
There are farmed
This is
algae.
going to make stuff coming on my ears or something?
Oh, no, just your brain.
Oh,
There's
my
only one
God.
lake right now in the world that's really clean enough to safely harvest, and it grows a single species strongly enough to safely harvest.
The algae?
Well, understand what she
wild
said.
algae.
They only like clean enough to harvest algae. Does that even make sense?
Wild algae. Yeah.
Hold on a second. So you're using this lake for this particular algae?
No, the lake naturally grows it and we harvest from it. Big difference. We don't use the lake. The lake grows it, and luckily for us.
The lake naturally grows it.
Totally.
And you pick it?
And we
Harvest
harvest
it.
it with a
And
harvester
tell
in
them
the
the
water.
difference between the controlled and the non-controlled.
So, there's farmed algae for sure. There's spirulina, and a lot of the newer algae are all farmed out in the
Really?
ocean. Yeah, almost all.
Algae's like big business.
Huge business.
It's like the hemp
It's actually
seed.
one of the top 5 growing functional foods in the world right now.
Did you know this?
I know spirulina. I didn't realize spirulina was considered an algae, but that is one of the hot topics for thyroid function. Spirulina.
I thought that was
Wild
spaghetti.
algae's better.
I thought it was
Is it?
noodles.
Yeah, tell them why wild algae.
So a farmed food is babied. When you farm a food, you want to make sure it has its nutrients. You want to make sure it has the right temperature. You take care of it. Because
But how do
it's
you
an
know?
investment.
How do you know? How do you know? How do you know that's the right algae as opposed to some guy has growing algae in the back of his house?
looking at the quality control and then looking at the COA, the Certificate of Analysis.
Okay, so is there standards, FDA standards to this stuff?
Well, there's standards for contamination, of course, and
Okay.
then there's also the wild algae I work with. The entire facility is GMP registered, so we're registered by the National Sanitation Foundation to GMP standard.
Excellent. And I saw that you had a packet of pills. Now, how many pills come in a packet?
This particular packet has
She always
5
throws
pills.
stuff. I know. I walked in and she was throwing algae around.
Pills.
Let me see.
Read the essentials.
No, you read the essential. I can't
That's what I was
see.
trying to read. You took it from me.
But I want to see. There's a different type of color pill in there.
Yeah, that's not just algae.
Because
we already talked
there's
about
five
one thing doesn't do
five
it.
essential supplements in here. One for body, one for mind, acidophilus,
What is acidophilus? That sounds like a guy from the White
Probiotic.
House.
Probiotic.
Probiotic.
bifidus,
Bifidus.
bifidus,
Another
and
probiotic.
enzymes.
And enzymes.
Okay, so let me get this right. I suck down all 5 of these at one time?
I do.
All at once?
Sure.
And nothing's going to happen to me?
Well,
Nothing bad.
No, she was about to answer the question.
There's no sugar in it.
There's no sugar?
there is absolutely no sugar, no.
I think I'm going to try it.
Okay, let me just ask you. As I said, the offerings come to the king.
Linda's
and he
already
tries
texting.
everything. And he tries everything. But one time, is it going to make a difference? Should he keep trying everything, all these options between
That is
that?
an excellent question.
And I know that's why you wrote the book, and we have this amazing platform. People come forward and they do, and they offer, and we try everything. And some things have side effects, and you stop, and some things don't. How do you know? And then I don't want it to conflict with his meds.
Does it conflict with metformin?
It's
that
food.
lin-
It's food. Actually, in a double-blind study of 20,000 people, blue-green algae was more effective than metformin at regulating blood sugar levels.
I'm in. Batman.
Are you serious?
Oh, boy.
Are you
That's
serious?
life-changing for you, Freddie.
Really?
There's a book called Eat Light, Feel Bright, and it is all about the 900-plus studies done on blue-green algae.
Okay, well, so where you been?
In Oregon.
On Oregon.
What are you doing there?
She was
Oregon.
born and raised.
It's time to
She
move.
knows so much. Their food and
But-
everything is so amazing.
So you have a farm or something like that?
No.
I haven't
I'm not
ever
a farmer.
pronounced it that way.
So what are you doing up there? We need you down
You know
here.
the state?
The
Oregon?
state? Yeah, I know the state.
Say it.
Oregon.
He's pretty good. Most
pretty
people
good.
say Oregon.
That's what I was thinking.
Oregon?
Oregon.
It's
Say-
Oregon.
Oregon.
Which is the other one? Kentucky? There's another state that is...
Orleans.
Orleans.
New Orleans.
Orleans. Say peanut. Peanut spread. Yeah.
People actually say that.
All right, so as Freddie says, let me get this straight. So there's enough studies that say the blue-green algae is better at reducing blood sugar than metformin.
A study,
A-
not enough studies. There's a big
I thought you said
difference.
there was like 900.
No, there was a big study.
Okay,
But there are 900 studies on different types of benefits. They're not
Okay.
all on blood sugar.
okay.
So are these different algaes?
It's the same algae, but they're processed differently. One is just harvested and cleaned and dried, and the other's like the juice. It's concentrated juice. So it has a little more of the, I guess you'd call them nutrients that enhance brain and nerve.
Well, I can always
well,
enhance
Linda
my
will
brain.
be very excited because Linda, if you're watching, they're all green. So Freddie is now going to take his greens. There you go. Your greens in the soap.
You're ridiculous. Don't give her any ideas.
It's
All
great.
right. So every morning you wake up and take a packet, and at night, or is it just the day?
Well, different people do it different ways, but I start people on a packet in the morning. I start people slowly because what you talked about, reactions, this is the strongest food I know of. So the one reaction that can happen is people can cleanse or detox because most of us are
That's what I'm
toxic.
looking for.
But
I'm
it's
looking
going to
for
put you in the
cleansing.
bathroom. And if you've got a gig
I got
tomorrow,
no me.
but you
Listen,
got a
what do you
gig
think I
tomorrow,
do on
you
my
may not wanna
reading?
take
then?
all 5.
Do you know a man's library is the bathroom?
I love it. I love it.
Boys.
He's not lying though. He's
Hey,
not
guys,
lying though.
Guys,
Quiet place in the back.
no, women don't understand. Your wife or girlfriend ever tell you, get out of the bathroom, right? All the time. A man's domain is the bathroom. It's the only place
He can hide.
that we can run.
Some of my biggest life decisions were in the bathroom.
Anthony, you agree?
Just saying.
No? Matthew doesn't agree.
And most men claim that territory, so women don't want to go in.
That's right, but we make it that way. You know?
Good point. To get that territory back.
Not me.
All the hair dryers.
Not me. No.
That's why man caves came in.
That's why Freddy got 4.5 bathrooms in his house. Because if one is occupado, I go to another one. That's the way it works. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, diabetics need to cleanse, and you got to get the liver. And the only way to get this out is urination or going to read in the bathroom. That's what it comes down to.
It's detoxing your body. Well, would there be any other side effects like joint pain or anything else when you're cleansing your liver and things changing?
Different people detox differently. So I've known people to get headaches when they detox. I've known people to get tired. They need to sleep more when they detox. Most people, it's going to be going to the bathroom. Some people get little rashes. I mean, it really depends on your body because we're all different.
You know what happens to me? I get hyper. More hyper than you see now.
Really?
Yeah, interesting.
I get
You get energy.
energized.
Yeah.
Like last night, you saw it, right? I didn't have a cup of coffee last night. I didn't have no coffee.
How'd you get like that?
It just happens. All of a sudden, I got to go. And you know,
Matthew
I was like
saw
this.
him last night.
At 1 o'clock in the morning, I was like this. I couldn't sleep.
So I can tell you kind of what's happening a little bit.
Tell me.
So when the body gets stressed and it has not a lot of reserves, it will hit your adrenal glands, and when you get a nice big pump of adrenaline, you get high, and your brain goes into overdrive, and then you're on the track. And that's very, almost addicting to your body, that adrenaline high that you can get when you're overtired.
Overtired. I didn't sleep at all last night.
That's it. You're overtired.
1 o'clock in the morning, I was like.
I wouldn't be surprised if your side effect is like, these damn things. I took one
Put
and
me
I
to
slept
sleep.
for 12 hours.
Magnesium.
It gives you what you need. You know, Hippocrates said in 5 BC, food is like medicine, and medicine is like food. And that was in 5 BC.
You know hypocrisy too?
I know him. He's a good guy.
No Hippocrates, no hypocrisy.
I know that. I'm Puerto Rican. Don't you understand?
It gives you the food, gives you what you need. And if you need sleep, this just may work, like Barbara said.
Listen, I ran into a guy at the doctor yesterday, and he says, I try to diet, the food gets in the way.
That's right. That's it.
All right. So this, you think, now the other thing I wanted to ask you was about stress.
Yeah.
Because I heard that this product helps you relieve stress.
So here's the deal.
Tell me the deal.
How do wild foods survive? Because I talked about
Wildly.
farming, and we're babying those farm foods, and these wild foods just have to survive. Well, what they do is they create mechanisms to reduce the stress of UV light, to reduce the stress of temperature changes, to reduce the stress of starvation in winter. Those mechanisms are now nutrients that our body, when we intake them, become nutrients that help us modulate stress responses in the body.
So that, in other words, it will help reduce stress?
It can help your body to modulate stress. I don't like
Regulate.
to say reduces stress because your body's doing the work.
Regulate
I'm getting
stress.
ready. You know, my doctor says to me, let me ask you a question. You're so calm on the outside, but you're like a volcano on the inside. He says, if you live my life, you would be too. In order to get to the doctor yesterday, I had to go through every red light in Boca. Every person that walks across the street was in front of my car, including bicycles.
See that look, Rashad? That's the look at the picture.
There was not. I'm going to tell you something. Stop doing that. So I need something to help calm me down on the inside. I mean, I really, you know, in my life, I've seen so many things. I just say, who cares?
So here's my thing. We won't know till you try it. I am willing to give it to you to try it because
How long do I stay on this before I can say this stuff is on fire?
So I'd say maybe 40% of the people I use notice something in a week or two.
Really?
I would say another 20% in a month or two. And I would say maybe 20 to 30% never really notice anything, but they take it because they believe me.
Okay, so let me ask you, hold on.
cholesterol?
Let me ask you a question before you get there. You got a bunch of
3
people in the
minutes.
studio audience. It's okay, don't worry about it. You can keep going.
No, we gotta turn on the camera.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And is everybody going to react differently to the medicine?
Yes and no, because it's not medicine.
Not medicine, to this product.
It's food.
Superfood.
It's a superfood, and it's probiotics and enzymes. So how it's not different is that everybody has the same need. Everybody needs the right probiotics. Everybody needs those 50 nutrients every single day. Now, how their body needs it is probably different than how your body needs it. So how it looks to them might be different. But typically, there's 3 benefits. 1 is I have more energy. 2 is I have more mental focus. And 3 is my very favorite because it's so bizarre, is I'm happier.
Really?
It's a beautiful one.
I love that.
There's a fourth that I have to add. You feel younger. You just feel younger.
Really? You know, I'm going to tell you, since I last saw you, you gotten younger.
I did. That was yesterday, right?
That's unbelievable. Unreal. You must have, like, gone rehearse osmosis.
Look at Deb. She brought in a whole studio audience for us. Deb, your ladies are here.
With me today.
Who do we have here today?
Deb needs a mic.
Who's here?
Her
These are my
girlies.
girlies from
Coral Lakes.
Coral Lakes. Okay, so if you guys come back, we're going to have the girls from Coral Lakes. You were going to ask a cholesterol question?
Will it help with cholesterol?
Okay, so I can't answer that legally because that's
Okay.
against the law.
You
because
tell-
only
whisper
a
in my
drug-
ear.
Only a drug can treat, cure, or prevent a disease or disease process according to U.S. law.
But I think foods, we talk about functional nutrition, foods can help.
Duh. Yes. So the answer is cholesterol is the body's response to two things. One is toxicity in the liver or clogging the liver. Most of the cholesterol in your body, if it's bad, is produced in the liver, not your diet. Your diet causes it
That's
because you're
me.
eating processed foods, and that's hard on your liver. Second, cholesterol is actually a protection mechanism that your body does to protect your circulatory system from the ravages of stress chemicals.
Holy smokes, and stress again.
So when you eat something that supports your immune system, like good probiotics, when you eat food enzymes that help you digest your food correctly, when you eat a food that has all the minerals and amino acids that your body needs, your body manages stress better, which means your liver is healthy, which means you have less need for quote-unquote bad cholesterol.
So the fatty liver, all that leptin resistance, all the diabetes, all of
All
that
right.
fun stuff.
All right, let's break away.
We're going to take a few minutes of a commercial break.
We're
Get
going
ready
to
for
turn the
our 1
radio
o'clock
system
hour.
on.
Deb, you
Don't
got
go
more
away.
people here.
You got more people coming in. Don't go away. And if you have questions,
That's nice, Brendan.
if
Look
you
at
have
that, Freddy.
questions, yes, I put.
That's nice.
If you have questions, you can call 888-565-1470 over the radio and ask our panel questions.
Pipe you right through. We're going to take 2 and 2.
2 and 2. We're
And
going to
we'll
be
be
right
right
back.
back.
Don't go away. All right, kill the mics, baby.
staff, management, or sponsors. AM 1470, WNN, with more of what you need to know. Get all the latest on health with caller health questions and comments, breaking health news, the health alternative, outrage and mystery of the week, Dr. Bob Martin Show, Sundays at 10 a.m.
The Money Talk Radio Network is WSBR Boca Raton, W280DU Boca Raton, and W245BC Lauderdale Lakes.
Staying healthy is difficult. What nutritional supplement should you take? What foods are best for you? What health practitioner should you seek? You've got health questions, I've got health answers. From heartburn to hemorrhoids, pain to pimples, carpal tunnel to the common cold, to
by test results. 3D Learner is an integrated learning program that helps identify your child's strengths and challenges. 3D Learner's individualized program for academic and athletic success will significantly improve reading comprehension, test scores, and self-esteem. Contact 3D Learner today for more information. Call 561-361-7495 to unlock your child's true potential. Visit us at 3dlearner.com or call 561-361-7495. Add that extra wow factor to your home or office wastebaskets with designer liners. Designer liners will turn an everyday home item into the pinnacle of decor at an affordable price. Available in a variety of prints from polka dots, zigzags to paisley. Dare to dream bigger with custom designer liners for your charity fundraiser or a company logo. Reusable as basket decor liners or gift bags and made in the USA. Designer liners will enhance any home or office. Get yours today at designerliners.com or wastebaskets.com. That's designerliners with an S.com.
In a perfectly imperfect world, you can eat the foods you love, lose weight, and be healthy. But what if I told you you can do just that? In fact, your diet should be perfectly imperfect by eating the foods you love and still achieving your health and wellness goals. I take the guesswork out of nutrition by giving you my simple and effective strategies so that you can live the healthy and happy life you will love using real food to get real results. Schedule your nutrition consultation today at 888-84-TAMMY or visit my website, tammyfogarty.com. Don't delay, get healthy today. 888-84-TAMMY.
Necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Well, it's 1 o'clock and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. So let's break open the lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought, take a seat in the Brooklyn Cafe, and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go by easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or dream making. It's the feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work or play, a movie review, a restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll-free 888-565-1470 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to all our friends in studio, South Florida, Atlanta, New York City. Again, we welcome you back to the second hour of the Brooklyn Cafe. What a first hour it is. And my goodness, this place has gotten full.
I want to do a video, a FredX video of Freddy putting his earphone in. Because now you're tucking it under your collar.
He tucks it under the collar.
I tuck it under the collar.
Giovanni, there has to be a better way to teach your father how to get his wire and his headphone in his ear, because now it's tucked under his collar.
You're lucky because you just wrap it around you and it works. For me, no, because I got to look over there. I got other things going on.
But the whole wrapping system is really funny.
Why? You can't see it.
You could be Jewish and like wrap tefillin that way.
Wrap it.
You can find us on Facebook and Periscope at the Brooklyn Cafe TV, 95.3 FM. 1470 AM. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. We are in hour 2 of Fitness Friday at
What's
the Brooklyn
the phone
Cafe
number?
TV, 888-565-1470. You know, Wednesday when we were talking about the walkout with the kids, when we had 3D Learner on the set, that young man Evan called, and I spoke to him Wednesday night, and I said, how did you find us? Thinking maybe it was a friend's son or something. Do you know what? It was a totally organic phone call.
It was, because the whole school actually was listening to the show.
Is that amazing?
It is amazing.
This kid, he's in 8th grade, and he said, can I get you in touch with a girl that's actually spearheading all of this? And I said, as long as all of your parents know you are clearly minors, our offer stands, but I just need to make sure I speak with your parents or your guardians.
That's right. And, you know, you saw yesterday in the news, some of the kids went and they did a sit-in in Washington. And they, the Congress, I don't know, the congressman never came out. I heard they arrested the kids and moved them out, but the congressman never came out. And I hear that there's a whole bunch of more kids that are going to do more sit-ins. And I'm going to tell you something. Sitting in, as Martin Luther King said, is nonviolence, okay? Because it could get a whole lot worse, a whole lot faster. These kids, let's not ignore, because tempers will flare. Sit down, have a conversation. It doesn't cost you anything to have a conversation.
But these kids of Generation Z, what an amazing group of kids.
They
have
are.
found their voice. They're cleaning up the mess, I guess, our generation created. The millennials are somewhere in the middle, and they are doing what they do. But these kids, these younger kids, oh my gosh, they are
More
making
aggressive.
their voices heard.
More aggressive.
Amazing.
And it's amazing. It's about time, because if it's broke, it's time to fix it.
Yep, absolutely.
And tomorrow night, this is the flyer I wanted to show you.
That's the one.
Bit by bit. All proceeds is in memory of Megan Morency. It goes bit by bit. They are a hippotherapy center. They do OT, PT, speech therapy, all on horses, all on these. They've got 6 equines. They work with special needs children. They work with our vets. They work with kids who just want to go riding, those that want to volunteer. Tomorrow night is their big fundraiser.
Yes.
It is Wild Wild West night at 6 o'clock. So information, can they call the radio station and get that?
I think the
Or
phone
call
number's
bit
on the
by
back. Yeah, call bit by bit.
Give Bit by Bit a call, 954-246-9171. I really want to make this one of our big remotes that we get to go, because
Yes.
I really want to go see these kids. The only glitch is the kids go to school, so we have to go after our show, so we would have to record it and then bring it the next
Well,
day.
you got to figure out how to
Not
do
that
it.
that's a big glitch, but we just can't do it live because there's no kids there.
Yes.
They're all going to school, which is just an amazing, amazing
And
place.
Susan and Susan is from there. Linda and I went and we shot some video of some of the kids that were there, and the mom of one of the children was on set. I did not know her, but it just brought a tear to my eye, because these kids, they try so hard to sit up. You know, you're sitting up in a chair and so easy for us. These kids can't do that. And these kids try so hard that when he got it done, he looked at me in the camera and he gave me a smile, like, look at me.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
You just gave me an idea.
I give you lots of ideas.
Which is really nice. Someone said, I said, we share a brain yesterday. Someone said, that means you're sharing half a brain. I think that was Don who decided that we're sharing
That's
a half
because
a brain.
Don don't got no brain.
So you and I share a half a brain. But the kids that have lack of core strength, and a lot of it has to do with whether they have cerebral palsy. This one little boy, Jamesy, he was a near drowning victim at the age of 2. You're talking about the nerve endings, and we've got Barbara Swanson, we've got Susan Rispoli, and of course, our favorite Deb from Deborah Size with us on Fitness Friday. And we're talking about functional medicine, and we start our hour talking about algae and blue-green algae, and how it has helped you heal, Barbara.
I took mine.
With your 4 back surgeries, and has regenerated the nerve endings. So do you think you could help? I'm not asking you to say, yes, it will. Is it a possibility that maybe this could help some of these kids? They're working with CBD.
Yes, I'm familiar with CBDs for sure, and CBD is a very powerful medicine. Absolutely.
But what about this? What we're talking about?
So what we're talking about is a little bit different, because I focus on what are the 50 plus micronutrients your body needs in every cell every day of life.
50, how many?
50 plus.
50, okay.
Yeah. 30,
Almost how old
30
I am.
plus minerals, amino, yeah, I could list them, but I'm not going to do that. Anyway, so there's 50 plus micronutrients, and you need them. This is what makes us live. We don't get it from drugs. If it's not in our food, we don't have it. And if we don't have it at some point on a cellular level, things will glitch. So can the body heal? The body, a healthy body, produces what's called adult stem cells. Adult stem cells are blank checks. They are formed in a lot of different tissues, but the ones that really do a lot of work are in your bone marrow and in your blood.
What age does that stop
It
formulating?
never stops.
So you're always formulating stem cells?
You're always, how many and how healthy they are, that is the question.
That's
That
right.
is the question.
Yeah, because somebody once told me that if you're a diabetic and you're producing stem cells, it's just producing more problems. Is that true?
I've never heard that, and I have a hard time believing that.
Well,
I don't know if it's
now,
producing-
I do think it's possible to produce stem cells that aren't as healthy.
Yeah,
And
well, I think that's what she meant.
potentially a problem, because then you get what they call the stem cell, cancer stem cell. That's an issue for sure.
Right.
So I'm talking about foods that they've actually studied at the University of South Florida. They did a lot of study on anti-aging, and one of their focuses was, do foods increase adult stem cell production? The answer is yes. Do foods increase adult stem cell production in amounts, like if you combine foods into formulations, does that make a difference? The answer is yes. So if you produce enough stem cells, adult stem cells have been used to replace eyes, to replace heart tissue, to replace kidney tissue. It can even replace brain tissue. You do have brain stem cells that can be activated by foods. That's been proven.
It's because your body can heal itself, and that's the amazing thing is when you inject stem cells, it knows where to go. And it knows when to turn off. It knows what to do. It's what we've done with our nutrition in our country is we block our body from healing because we put all these chemicals and preservatives and whites and flours and sugars in our body, and our body does not know what to do with it because that's our body wasn't made. So, like I always say, you're better off having real sugar than the artificial stuff. Absolutely. Or no sugar, because at least your body knows what to do with the real sugar. You know what? The amount of calories, it's different for a diabetic. You just shouldn't have it at all.
I shouldn't have it at all.
But if those are worrying about sugar and calories, I had someone made a cup of coffee here for the other day, and I don't remember who it was. She said, I need a lot of sugar. I said, how many? She goes, 4 packs.
Can't
So
do that.
4 packs of the raw sugar in her cup of coffee. You couldn't do that at all, but at least it was better than 4 packs of the artificial stuff, because that is killing our gut, and our gut is our first brain, and there's so many things we talk about here, and this is just one more level of information.
Well, I want to touch base again. I want to go over it real quick again as to what we're talking about, because we are on the second hour.
We actually have a demonstration.
Yeah, but
we're going to be doing a demo.
Susan.
But real quick, let's touch on what it is we're talking about, because people are still new coming on at 12. And let's go over it one more time real fast for the studio audience and everything else about what it is we're talking about.
So we're talking about 2 different things. We're talking about my book, and actually it's a health model that I created, and I call it the functional food blocks. And it's the nutrients for superfood nutrients, which that's 50 micronutrients. Your digestive nutrients, the probiotics and enzymes. You need antioxidants. We talked about stress. Antioxidants reduce stress. And then the renew nutrients, the nutrients that feed your stem cells and DNA. So that's what we're talking about. This is a product line that focuses on functional nutrients. So this happens to be the line I like to use because it's very clean, very pure, and tested like crazy for purity.
Now, you gave me a packet that had a number of pills in it.
Yes.
And
then there were 5, and now there are none.
There are none. And then I see that you have jars there. Are they different from what I took?
Some of them are the same, actually. That's the same.
Individualized?
That's a bit, that's the same.
So what you took, for those who are just tuning in now, Freddy took 5 essentials. 1 for body, mind, acidophilus, what's that B word? Bifidus? Bifidus. Bifidus. I need to come up with, remember that. And
I didn't know what it is, but okay.
And it's another enzyme is what I'm...
The enzyme is the enzyme that helps you break your food up. So for people who have digestive issues, which is most Americans, food enzymes are life-saving, change my life.
Because we eat a lot of junk.
You know, Merlin, Daphne from Health and Vitamin Concepts, I was so sick for 8 weeks. Like, I kept working, but my stomach was just, I don't know what happened. She gave me enzymes, and she gave me one from her front desk, and I walked to the back of the store. By the time I got to the back of the store, in about 10 seconds, I felt so much better. It was instantaneous.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
No.
That's a good segue. That's a good segue.
Yeah,
it's a good segue to do the.
Thank you.
We're going to do the demonstration.
Okay, now what do we demonstrate?
So we're going to show you how enzyme works.
Really?
All right, we need to move this big box so we can see past the camera angle. There you go.
I move this a little bit this way.
No, you're good.
Okay, that works. That works.
Perfect.
Now I'm going to show you first.
What is that?
So this is rice pudding.
Is that silly putty?
I'll be Vanna White, and Barb can
Don't eat
I do the
Freddy.
voiceover.
She'll do the voiceover. I'll be Vanna White.
So rice pudding, you know, a lot of sugar, a lot of fat, a lot of dairy.
Lotta.
Guaranteed bloating, gas.
There's a lot of stuff there that Freddie can't eat. Yes.
It looks
And
like
you know,
it
a
goes
lot
in
of
blintzes.
people would eat this whole thing as a snack, honestly.
I have.
They would, yeah.
That's why I'm a diabetic.
And then you get bloating, you get gas, you get a headache. You
I don't get none of
pass
that,
out.
though.
Well, you're lucky.
You're going to pour it in the bowl.
I just get diabetes.
So it just goes inward, not outward. So we're going to add food enzymes. These are what I use when I eat a meal to help me digest my food
Is that part of this
correctly.
packet?
It is part of that packet.
So you're adding 2 pills?
That packet has two
Has
probiotics,
one
has 1 enzymes, acidophilus bifidus, and 1 body and mind, which are pure algae.
So those
But
are the
we're
2
just
you're
adding the enzymes.
The enzymes, because we want to show you the power of an enzyme.
As if you ate this and you took.
So we're not gonna be eating this, right?
No.
Well, yeah, we're gonna make you eat it.
So the deal is, if this was in your stomach, it would be a minimum of 3 to 4 hours to empty your stomach out. And the only thing that would happen would be a lot of acid getting dumped. Trying to break it up enough so it'd be safe to go into your gut. Because if food's not broken up enough, it's not really good for your gut.
We're looking at a full container of rice pudding, and that looks
Just
not
two
even
small
good to me.
pills.
But she's opened the capsule, so
No,
we're
it
pouring
looks
the powder
delicious.
in.
Don't say it doesn't look good to you.
That rice pudding looks delicious. You know what that does to your arteries and your heart?
I'm not eating it, but it looks great.
Clogs it up.
It looks fantastic.
Because she's mixing the enzymes in.
It's just, ugh.
Pretend like they're in
Oh,
your,
yeah, ugh, it looks
pretend like the
So
enzymes
imagine
in your
you ate
stomach.
this quart, you know,
And
like
you
I
put
said,
2
it would be
enzyme
a few
pills in.
hours, for sure.
And what are the
And
process? What are we looking to do with this? I know
Well,
what
you're
it's going to
get
do.
see just a second.
Just
You
give it a
don't
second.
even have to explain it.
We're just going to keep watching
Oh
what
my
it is.
God, it's turning
starting-
into a liquid.
It's starting to liquefy, it's starting
So
to
it's
digest.
That's how
For
quickly.
you. For you. It's not even been 30 seconds.
So what it's doing, it's digesting your food for
It's
you.
digesting your food
Okay.
for you. So you need less acid.
So you
And
use
you
less
get
acid.
better digestion.
So if
more
you have
complete
ulcers and
digestion.
stuff like that, this would help you as well.
You have to be careful with ulcers because you have to have food on the stomach with an ulcer because an ulcer is a wound inside the tissue and enzyme could actually irritate a wound.
Barbara,
Really?
how do you know so much?
Yeah, we
I
really
do a
do.
lot of research.
You
The
do a
two
lot of
of you.
reading too. We're in the
Okay, So
bathroom.
we're going to show you guys. It's been about a minute.
I don't think it's been a minute.
Yeah.
So,
not
and
even.
you know, and that has rice in it, which is a hard thing to break down
Yeah.
as well.
The rice, the dairy, the sugar.
Dairy.
And the
Yeah,
dairy.
the dairy, forget it.
Horrible. So this is not even a minute with a large amount.
So it's liquefying.
It has liquefied it, so it's really digested it for you.
Yeah.
It's digested it for you.
Barbara has taught me that when I carry a bottle in my purse at all times, you can go in my purse and see it. But she taught me she does not eat anything
Nope.
unless she has her enzymes. And I took that lesson. It's amazing how, talk about being in the bathroom, Freddie.
You go right.
Oh my goodness, it helps you. Of course, if it's going to be steak, if it's going to be, this is a softer and a more easier
Protein takes longer
digestible
no matter what,
product, but it will digest and help. And so many of our problems, we have to clean out the gut.
Okay, so hold on a second. Hold on. So,
He's freaking out.
so you eat your meal and then take the pill, or you drink the pill and then take the
I
meal,
take the pill first.
and then whatever you eat is going to instantly be
It starts
digested.
to digest much more quickly.
Now I took 5 of those. You had to go to the bathroom.
No.
I took 5 of
There was
those.
only one
There's only one enzyme.
I
There's
didn't-
only one enzyme. And also,
I gotta
we
go.
recommend that you don't drink a lot of
sound like your
water because you
ex-partner.
dilute the enzymes. Like a lot of people feel like they drink a lot of water while they're eating.
Or with the meal.
So
Drink
with the meal.
Don't drink with the meal. Drink
Because
before.
you're
Before or
diluting your
after?
enzymes.
Before.
Yeah, to have it before, but not during. Because if you were to add water to this, think about how
It'd be even more water.
it would be
And then
diluted.
now,
It
what
would
about
work
the
as well.
nutritional value? Are you going to be able to take in nutritions?
You
I mean,
get more nutrients this way.
because it's watered out.
Because your body can handle it.
Because
It opens it up.
it's broken down.
But wait a minute. How are you going to go to the bathroom? Is it going to be all watery when you go?
No.
All right, when
Be
you go,
healthy,
just
healthy.
do not tell me.
We won't describe it.
This is
It'll be
today's
healthy.
show.
I have a feeling he's coming back
We're
and
not
it's going
going
to
to
be
describe it, Freddie.
TMI.
We're just going to say it's be healthy.
Freddie.
Or is it healthy?
Healthy.
Are you leaving now?
And no, I'm not going. And I call it as I see it. And I see it, and I'm calling it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is like unbelievable. Okay, so it helps with the digestion. That's only 2 of the 5. So if you were to add all 5 pills, would
Well,
it be
and
even
there's
more?
totally, those 5 pills are 5 different things. So only one of those pills is an enzyme.
That
Really?
you took.
Yeah.
Only one.
Really?
Yeah.
Here's my question, because my brain's a little cluttered. I feel like Muriel. My brain's a little cluttered, Muriel, right now. There are so many products on the market.
Yes.
And everyone's trying to heal you. How do you even know? How do we say, Freddie, okay, take this, don't take that. Trust this, don't trust that. Because people who are listening and watching us don't have the luxury that we have right now of all of this education sitting right here at our table.
It's true.
And it becomes I'm overwhelmed and just sitting here.
I know overwhelmed.
Right? Victoria says, I've got alkaline water for you to try, and we've got this, and we've got that.
Alkaline water? Alkaline water? Was
Didn't
it
you tell-
battery?
She
What's
had the
alkaline
whole
water?
conversation with you that she was bringing all these alkaline water things to you.
Ah.
He forgot already.
No, I remember.
I wasn't even part of the conversation.
Okay.
I wasn't either. I was
But hold on.
listening.
But this is my question. How do we discern what we should try, what we shouldn't try, what's trustworthy?
Those are such great and important questions, and that's actually why I wrote the book. because I wanted to give people, it's a handbook. It's not even 100 pages. It's
Freddie,
literally
tonight's
a
reading
handbook.
for you.
I know.
And it's
Take it to the
meant
bathroom.
to help you have a small education to begin to make more logical choices, because now at least you have a little information that's going to make sense out of the plethora, the dozens and hundreds of options, because some are legitimate for some things and not others, and some are frankly crap. A lot of it's marketing.
You see, she used the C word.
Well, you and I talked.
Use the S word.
Nobody screams at huh?
Well, you and I talked about big pharma, and sometimes when the drugs are released on the market, they know there are known side effects. However, they get approved for whatever amount of time and hope the side effects will be less caustic to less people and more beneficial to others. But there are issues. But we go right ahead. If our doctor says take this, we take it. Faster than if someone says take this supplement, we go, maybe not, it's algae, it's this, whatever it is. We
So
need
here's
to
an
have this
important-
mix.
Here's a really important piece of information.
It's like
just,
the soup.
Just to put in the mix. Doctors, especially doctors in America, are not trained in nutrition. It is an
That's true.
elective. It's an elective in 75% of the medical programs in America. Now, I am talking the basis of life itself. You cannot survive without the nutrients in food. On a cellular level, your body cannot survive. But doctors have it as an elective to learn about.
Which is why, Freddie, the East meets West is so important, because traditional medicine versus our holistic medicine can come together and
They
help
gotta
your
work
whole
together,
body.
yeah.
And you do it every day.
Every day. I'm like a giant.
You're like a giant test tube.
No, like a giant chemistry set. You ever seen chemistry sets?
You are.
Okay. See this? Okay,
You are
I got a
giant
question.
chemistry set.
They give me pineapple enzymes mixed with,
Bromelain.
Bromelain.
yes, they give me 2 of those
Yeah.
with another one, I can't remember.
Papain.
Yeah, that stuff.
Papaya.
Those 3, and then they use the purple pill. I call the purple pill.
Nexium.
Which one?
Prilosec.
That one.
Nexium, Prilosec.
Which is good for, but it helps you with the neuropathy, these 3 pieces. Okay, but this is why I'm laughing, because this is the way they sold it to me.
Who?
Who, the
When I went to get it.
So here's my
When I went
issue.
to get it. It doesn't matter who
But
they
who's
are.
the they? Is the they a doctor or is the
No,
they
no,
a
no,
supplement
it's
company?
supplement company.
Okay.
But the bottom line here is they gave me the pineapple twice and then the other one. And the purple, it starts with a T, the purple one. I
I
can't
don't
remember.
have any idea. I know that bromelain and papain are very, very, very effective and powerful proteolytic enzymes. And that is an enzyme that very specifically breaks down protein. And that's important because inflammatory diseases like neuropathy have a buildup of proteins from the stress chemistry that's involved. So anytime you have a proteolytic enzyme, you're going to reduce inflammation, and that's going to reduce the effects of stress in your body, depending on whatever that stress is.
And it's working
It will
because
work.
all of a sudden
It will
there's
work.
less stress.
When
there's
did you
less-
start it?
About a year ago. But I don't think I take enough of it. I take it 2 at night. I take that whole thing at night because I have dinner and I take it after dinner. Now, if I take this at night after dinner, is all these...
This is not a proteolytic enzyme in here. This is a food enzyme. So it's got an enzyme to digest carbs. It's got enzymes to digest
Which is what I
cellulose.
need.
Yeah, so this is not a proteolytic enzyme like what you're taking. However, you can take way more than 2. If it's a good formulation, a safe formulation, you can take a lot of proteolytic enzymes and not hurt yourself.
Okay.
And the
But
reason
would
I
it
say-
interfere with what we're
No,
taking here?
absolutely not.
So you could take them all at once?
Absolutely.
All right, we need to come back. We're going to do a
Where
whole
we
We're going to
going?
take a whole Mars list for you is what we need. We're going to take a quick commercial break, compile Freddie's meds list. 888-565-1470. It's called the FredX list.
I got 21 of
And
them.
we'll be right back.
I got 21.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant?
One tap
Wanna
creates
make
a
your
virtual wine
smartphone
fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner.
And with still
Another,
just a tap,
coffee refiner.
a strength
A beauty
and
cream and
flexibility
makeup
harmonizer.
enhancer.
Yeah, definitely feels
Your eye.
This
is the Vitalizer.
In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste,
Specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light
photons, hydration, absorption, calibrations designed to affect and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy.
Hydration,
amazing.
Absorption,
Crazy.
well,
And perhaps most
I'm loving
incredibly,
it.
your strength,
Go to
flexibility, and
www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
Well, salute. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
What happened to our food?
Beyond Foods, the Handbook of Functional Nutrition by Barbara Swanson, successfully breaks down the topic of nutrition into 4 easy building blocks of good health. Learn to understand why foods are good for you. Understand how to make better nutrition and food choices. Quickly figure out if new food fads or quick fixes are right for you. Beyond Foods is a simple and accurate handbook to the world of diet and nutrition. Order your copy today at thefunctionalnutritionhandbook.com. Master the building blocks to creating vibrant health and energy. Act now. Get your book at thefunctionalnutritionhandbook.com. What is Debersize? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debersize. Debersize comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debersize can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening to higher-level boot camp and weight training. Debersize will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283. Ready, set, ride. Remember when you were a kid and riding a bike was pure fun? It's time to rediscover that carefree feeling again with a Pedigo electric bike. Pedigo is the #1 brand of electric bikes in America because with Pedigo, we put you and the customer service first. Pedigo electric bikes are universally fun for all ages. Choose to pedal for exercise or throttle for full assist. Give Pedigo Fort Lauderdale a call or stop in for a free bike ride. 954-652-1823. Come as you are and try a Pedigo today, where our motto is Hello Fun. 954-652-1823. Tell them the Brooklyn Cafe sent you. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Don and Freddy S.
Join Don and Freddy weekdays at 1 at the Brooklyn Cafe for all your fun.
And we're back on Fitness Friday on the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Freddy,
You should see what's going on here.
So how have we been doing this for an hour and a half already?
I could be here for 3 days.
Isn't it funny? Do you remember when I started working with you, they told me I had nothing to say? And now an hour and a half goes by. I know you don't even know what to say anymore. Are we going to vitalize some water?
Yes, let me have that glass.
Let's vitalize some water.
Listen, while we're doing that, we have
Freddy's
some...
Mars list.
No, we're not going to go over Freddy's Mars
list. We're going to say hi to our studio audience. Deb, who did you bring?
I brought my girlies from Coral Lakes.
Hi,
I have
girlies from
Carol,
Coral Lakes.
Donna, and Susan.
Give them my mic so they can introduce themselves.
Yay, and yes.
Hello, I'm Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Donna. There's a song named after you.
Donna.
Good to be here.
These are my girlies. They take my classes on Mondays and Saturdays.
I'm Carol.
Now, Carol's been laughing. I hear Carol.
I've been laughing the whole time.
Carol,
Yeah,
you've been
crack
laughing.
me up, Freddy.
She's fun-loving.
You
She
crack
loves
her
it.
up.
I crack you up.
Yeah.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
The dinosaur.
No, it's the chicken. Because only a hen can lay the DNA. I gotta keep saying this because they said it was smart. The DNA of the eggshell.
He's not going to stop now.
DNA of the eggshell.
I'm gonna wear that on a shirt.
And then we got Susan.
Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Glad to see Barbara and Susan again.
Yeah, she was with us Wednesday night at the lecture with Barbara.
Now, do you ladies use her product? Nobody's using it?
Not
around?
yet, but they will.
I'm gonna tell you, I just took it. I'm gonna tell you, I gotta go to the library. I gotta go.
Now, we also have Victoria
Hi, Victoria.
over here.
Victoria.
My friend Victoria.
Victoria, how you doing?
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Who you got
Good.
with you, Victoria?
I've seen Barbara and Sue and Debbie for the second
Stop
time.
moving the
Yeah,
microphone.
she was
Keep
with us
it.
Wednesday
24
night
right there.
at Avenue Pilates.
Are you seeing them for the first time?
No, the second time.
Second
I was
time.
at their her seminar last night.
Have you heard? Put that box up again. That you
The
had on
essential
phone.
box?
The essential box. Have you seen this stuff before?
Absolutely. I took.
She used to take algae.
I took it when I lived in Hawaii.
You took it. You lived in Hawaii.
Yeah. lived in
Are you
Hawaii for
serious?
a long, long time.
Really? Did you push that button? Did you push
hear
that
her.
button?
No, I hear
Not
her.
that button. I mean the one in Hawaii. That fake test. The nuclear test. Was that you?
I wish I was still there.
What part of Hawaii?
I lived on the Big Island in Kona.
Really?
And
How'd you feel when you took the algae?
Cell Tech was it was unbelievable.
Celtech is the name of the company that owned.
Produces this? And how did you
Well, now you
feel?
Tremendous.
And so you stopped taking it?
I stopped taking it when I came here to
Did you-
back to the States because there was controversy about what was going on with the lake and
The
the
lake.
purity of it and
Really?
stuff. Yeah, so I didn't take it anymore. And then
But
I
they
was-
cleaned up the lake.
Well,
I'm here to tell you.
I didn't know that.
The lake never need cleaning. That's a whole different.
Well, I guess
That's a whole
I
different
didn't know-
story.
I
And who
didn't
do you
know-
have next to you?
And this is
Hi, I'm Barbara, Susie's close cousin.
My cousin.
Barbara's friend.
That's your close cousin? It's a good thing. I never heard of a close cousin, but
Kissing
okay.
cousin. Is that what it sounds like? Kissing cousin?
No, that's not a kissing
And,
cousin.
I'm very
That's-
excited
I have no
because
idea.
earlier this morning I went for my physical therapy. Anytime you hear something good about algae, it just adds to your satisfaction. And my physical therapist said that her dog had cancer, and she gave him algae, spirulina.
They gave the dog algae?
And the dog was in terrible pain, howling, and calmed him down. She went took her to get halfway through the bottle, I don't know what size bottle, and he didn't feel the pain. It's amazing. Just amazing stories, and I've heard so many fabulous stories.
So let me get this straight. They gave this dog,
While you do that, I'm going to vitalize our water.
yes, John, we're going to vitalize the water because I'm thirsty.
Vitalizer app, he's thirsty, and you had your enzymes, so now you can have your water. Oops,
Yes.
It's fading on me. Vitalizerapp.com, app.com, or you can find it on any of your cell phone devices. Download it. The price point has come way, times 8 down.
Yes,
down,
'cause we
8
want-
times down, so everyone can now access the Vitalizer app.
We want everybody to
So
download the
Go
app.
to your cell phones, go to Vitalizer app, and what it does, it's very congruent with what you do here. It changes the molecular structure of water, of your body, of your chi. You know, they say coffee, tea, or me, it's like coffee, tea, or chi, coffee, wine, or chi with the Vitalizer app. But it realigns everything the way it should. And you combine this with some of your other supplements, and your body can absorb all the nutrients it's supposed to. But the one caveat is it needs to be done with glass, because we're talking about sound vibration and healing, sound and light vibration. So while you chit-chat, I'm going to turn this on a little bit.
Well, the funny thing is that, again, I read a report since 1933. This is actually something they were using for cancer, and it worked. And they took it off the shelf because it's all about big pharma, and they took it off. But okay, put that down before you
But I
blind me.
wanted everyone to see it.
Okay. But you show it afterwards because it just blinded me. But the bottom line is that this stuff, it just works. And a lot of people can't put their hands around it. Oh, how can a phone? So what we did was we took a lemon and we cut the lemon in half. We put one piece away and we let people taste the raw lemon. And then we vitalized the second piece. And it was like sugar. It was sweet. Remember? So what I want to do is I want to invest in lemons, because if I knew this
We
many
need a
people were
lemon
coming,
tree.
if these many people were coming, I would have done this thing all over the place. So everybody tastes it and they go, holy smokes, this works. And it does work. And there's a whole bunch of tests and things.
So
that
now you
they
can have your water. You're ready to go.
Yep. So that's one of our sponsors. So vitalize
Talk about mindful eating and drinking. This way you're mindful. You have to vitalize it first, then you can drink and eat, and you're good to go.
And look, John, I got it in glass because
I'll
you
be very
screamed at
proud
me.
of
I
you.
had it in plastic. Okay, so getting back to what we were talking about here, we were also talking about that it is important that you understand where the algae comes from. Now, I heard that the mushroom, you want to turn that off? I heard that the mushroom, which is a sort of, has healing properties as well, because it's very good for you, mushrooms.
Absolutely.
But unless you eat the bad mushroom,
Well, yeah.
then game over.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
so you
true.
got to know what the hell you're doing. So I guess this works. There is no one pill to cure everything. We said this in the hour
I want to
before.
talk to Deb, because we haven't really talked to Deb or Susan at all.
Okay.
What about these products and about Barb's book, The Functional Nutrition Handbook, inspired you enough to come forward?
Susan, you answer that, because you're perfect for
Well,
that.
I tried the product. I tried the product 3.5 years ago, and I had back issues. And also very skeptical, like everybody should be, about certain products. There's a lot of products on
So
the
you've been
market.
taking it 3.5 years?
I've been taking 3.5 years. Bad back situation, spinal stenosis, and deteriorated disc, the whole bit, 10 years previous. So 13 years ago, I was in pain every day. And someone turned me on to the product, and I thought, as long as it's organic, as long as it has certification, I'm pretty safe, because I don't really like to take anything on the market unless it has certifications, because there's no regulation. So this product had certifications. Took the product, and Barb had mentioned that before, that a week or two sometimes after people take things, they feel things right away. Your body does what it should do given the right nutrients. But I don't know. I'm busy working. I just know that maybe this will help my back. I took it a week later. I was feeling better, and I said, it's in my mind. It's not, I mean,
The
it can't possibly.
stenosis?
Well, it was feeling better. I didn't know what was going on. I know I have a bad back and always in pain. So a week after that, again, I called the person up who gave it to me, and I said, what is in this product? I had no idea about algae, about mushrooms, about anything. So all I knew was organic, and it was certified. So I ended up going out to Oregon, because that's how impressed I was.
And she went to Oregon.
I went to
Yes, she
Oregon.
did.
That's why I
Holy
say it
smokes.
correctly. I say
Your hands are
Oregon,
like on
because
fire
I was out
again.
there.
Oregon.
And I went to Crater Lake, and I went to Crater Lake is magnificent. If anybody's ever not been there, you must go. And Crater Lake, the water flows. It has no signature. It's one of the purest waters in the world, and it flows into Klamath, where this algae blooms. I went on the lake, and I met the CEO, the president, and I met Barbara.
You were on the lake with the
I went on a
algae?
boat on the lake and watched the algae
And you
bloom.
saw it?
I saw it. It looks like little blades of grass, and it comes from the bottom, and it comes right under the surface of the water. Amazing. But Oregon impressed me because it's so pristine and so pure, and the people there, like Barbara, the people are very into health and nutrition. 20, 30 years ago, I used to call them health nuts, because we were still eating all the chemicals here.
Yeah.
She grew up in Oregon, and the food there, do you remember tasting, I tasted a pear out there, but tasting a piece of fruit, and it would just drip down your...
She eats like you.
It was just, yeah, right. It was just so delicious. You don't go to the supermarkets here and buy fruit like that anymore. You don't get anything.
No.
Everything has GMOs. So getting back to why I went on this product and why I was so excited to be involved with this company, is I met the key people, and the integrity that they had, that they're not looking to be like a flash in the pan or real fancy or anything. They want to help as many people as possible to stay away from chemicals, to live a healthy life, drink good water, exercise more, and take the proper nutrients. That not the isolates like Barb talked about, not the synthetics, not the chemicals, but to everybody take a small step forward and try the best that you can. And also, I hate to keep quoting Barb, I keep saying that because she's amazing. I used to say she was my encyclopedia until all these young people had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh, but Freddy does.
I say she's my Wikipedia.
Yeah, now they know.
Encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia.
So I went on this product and fell in love with
But
the
how's your
company.
back?
My back is amazing.
Do you know
Amazing.
something? We're going to call the New York Mets, because my third baseman has that.
Well-
and they put surgery on him.
Can I tell you a story?
They ended his career.
He's one of our associates, because I'm not going to use the name, but a very famous Yankee in 1978. He won the World Series for them. So he went on it. And I said to you before, Freddie, that I feel younger. Well, this ball player said to me, he was on the product 3.5 years ago, and he turned to me, and we're 6 months apart, we're almost the same age, and he turned to me and said, do you feel younger? And I said, I do. He said, I feel like 10 years younger. I said, I do also. And with athletes, They had all the Yankees on it, and he had the Cardinals were going on the product. I mean, they can't go on anything that has any chemicals in it.
That's
They're
right.
tested.
Yeah. They're tested.
So this has, for sports, a certification that it's so pure that all the athletes can be tested and they can achieve tremendous performance with just food. This is just food. So when I went out there and I saw the algae, I saw the pristine factory and how they do their own manufacturing because they don't trust other people, and they have all these certifications. When I saw that, it just made me be so committed. I threw everything in my cabinet out, and I only take this product line because it covers, like Barbara said, you don't need isolated, like you're taking a lot. It might be way too much. They don't go together. I went and had my blood tested before I went on this product 3.5 years ago, and I just had a blood test again, and I am perfect. I was a little nervous because at my age, maybe I was a little deficient in B's or calcium or iron or something.
Her age?
And I
How old do you think she is?
27.
Exactly.
I look good for 95, don't I?
27.
I was told I look good for 60. Thank you very much.
My birthday is April 5th. I'm going to be 67. And so, and I feel great. And this product, since I'm on this product, I have to tell you that I just feel great. My back.
67, are you serious?
Yes.
You look amazing.
60 who?
Thank you.
Seven.
Thank you.
Get
But
out.
I went for an MRI.
She's 11
and
years
this is-
older than you.
No way.
This is where.
It's
I
all right.
went-
We're still on the 67.
Yeah.
You are magnificent. You are
Yeah, she
gorgeous.
is.
Oh my goodness.
But I've always tried to watch, and I'm not an expert as Barb is, but I can tell you that what it did for me was make me survive. It's nothing worse than having chronic pain every day, and it doesn't cure. I went for my MRI. I still have the deteriorated disc, spinal stenosis.
But the pain is gone.
But the
Okay, let me
pain is
tell you
for
about
me,
let me
for
tell you about Freddie, who just took this a half hour ago. You guys are too far away. But Deb, can you reach his hand? Freddie, put your hand out. Don't even touch it. Just put your hand over it. Do you feel the amount of heat coming off his hand?
Yeah.
This is how he reacts to things. This is what happens to you with your circulation when you take the nano water, when you take the CBD. I think your circulation, you like instantaneously you
This
feel
is what
things.
happens. I can feel it.
So what's
The
interesting
heat coming
is
off his body, Barbara.
slower circulation is a side effect of diabetes.
Did you feel that, Deb?
That's my problem.
Amazing. Like just
So,
here.
and so some of the elements in the products we have can go through the gut into the blood, and they actually do promote healthy circulation.
How do you feel?
I can
You
feel.
always
I
feel
can
different. You
actually.
feel
I
different?
can feel it. It's like all of a sudden, I want to go out and run. It's just like really strange.
Wow.
You feel good?
I do,
How
and I don't
about
have
your
any.
feet?
I don't have any pain. My feet feel fine, better than they felt all week. And the funny thing is, I am very sensitive to anything. You give me a pill, I'm gonna tell you right away if it's gonna work or not work. And it's always in my hands. And there's a pain here on this one finger. My hands were hurting me, maybe because I increased the statin. I don't know. But all of a sudden, all that is gone, and I can actually, I'm feeling the heat generating off of me.
I
can
know, I'm
light a
sitting
light
right here, I
bulb.
need a freaking
That's the
fan.
circulation, right?
Maybe it's a hot flash, I don't know, or maybe.
No, and I feel it. I feel it in my legs. What the
Everybody
hell's going
experiences
on here?
different.
Yeah,
Because
everybody's different.
everybody.
Yeah, but this is kind of weird. In my legs,
That's
I
how
feel
I
like the
feel.
blood flow is going back into my kneecaps.
I like
What
that.
is
Yes,
this?
that's
This
exciting.
is strange. Exciting. I'm a little scared,
Wait
lady.
till we get you on for 30 days.
Wait till it hits all of. No.
Now, people want, Deb, if people want these products, what is the name of
Yeah, how
the
do you
product, Deb? We can contact
Well,
Deb to
Susan,
Deborah
Well,
Size.
Deb is be able to get it through Deborah.
But what is the name of the product?
It's New Earth.
It's New Earth. The product he took is called the Essentials.
But the company is
Through
New
New
Earth.
The
New
company
Earth.
is New Earth. New Earth Life Sciences.
And if you call me, you can get it through me.
And what
How
is
do,
your
how do we
phone
call
number?
you?
My phone number is 561-307-9283.
It's New Earth Life Sciences, and we're talking about the essentials.
Yep, that's what
That's
Well,
what
there
you
we
took,
go.
Freddie.
It's right there.
And
I just
yep,
told you I had a
have
pain there.
website they can go
I
can feel it
don't
going
have a
right in there.
website,
This is
unfortunately.
She has her-
Pardon me?
What's going on?
What's that?
Oh, the number is 561-307-9283. You can call me anytime.
I
Or
can
text
actually,
me.
I can actually feel like certain parts of my body that I tell you I had a pain here. I can actually feel it's gone.
Wow.
This is really weird.
I'm actually surprised.
This is really
I am
strange.
telling you, you took that nano water a couple weeks ago,
I took 3 shots of nano water.
and he says to me, "Could you sit still?" And I'm sitting still. He says, "You're going like this."
Yeah, that
And he
was-
turned bright red, and the heat. When I sit next to him, I can just feel the heat coming off of you.
Yeah, no, there's something definitely going on with this stuff.
This is Ingrid,
Now-
come here. You're close.
Now, I wanted to ask, you've been doing this for 3 years, right?
You don't even have to touch him. Just put your hand above his hand.
Does the body
that
get
heat?
used to,
right?
Does the body get used to it and then
Well,
this won't happen anymore? Or is this going to be all the time?
Unfortunately, it's not a miracle. What it does is it lets your body do what your body needs to do. So I had a cousin who had a very big back also. When saw me had so much success, he went on it. And then he decided, you know what, I think I'm going to stop it for a little while. He rides horses. And so I said, whatever, whatever you want to do. So he stopped it. And one Christmas, I get a text from him, do you have any product in your house? And I knew. Because what happened was, it doesn't cure or how would you say it? It doesn't cure or treat anything that you have. It could over years. We don't know that yet. But what it does is it helps, it benefits it, so it makes it feel better. So he went off it thinking he's okay. He called me up, he went back on it. He
So
said
you
in
miss
3
it.
days, your body needs it.
Misses it.
Rashad, we have this picture on the screen someplace about the benefits. And when we put it up, we can talk about, this is the algae that talks about what is this explaining. There we go.
There we go.
So I put this together because this is how nutrient dense this wild algae is. It has 6 times the antioxidants of blueberries. Now that's actually only according to the ORAC, which is a very narrow snapshot of antioxidant activity. It has 5 times more fiber than oatmeal, and this is by weight. 6 times the calcium of milk, twice the protein of beef, more chlorophyll than wheatgrass juice, 22 times more iron than spinach, and 9 times more beta-carotene than carrots.
How much protein does it have?
It's 60 to 70% by weight protein.
Which means?
Which means?
Well, if you take a gram, you're getting a very small amount. You're getting like 3/4 of a gram. But here's the trick. Now, protein in, like, let's say a steak or even beans, it's very, very, very long chains of amino acids that are quite complex. And the reason you need a lot of stomach acid when you eat protein is those bonds have to be broken down, and then the body has to finish breaking it apart. It's kind of like taking a tennis or a golf ball and saying, I'm going to make a super ball out of the center. You got to hack through, your body's got to try and get through it. These are what are called amino acid peptides. They're small groups of 2 to 7 amino acids bound by small minerals.
They
And
break
they're
down these,
microcellular, which means they go into your body, as you can tell, immediately.
Immediately. I mean, this is craziness.
Right? It's how
Now-
different you feel.
Now, proteins for a diabetic help something with the blood. It
They help
regulates.
stabilize blood sugar.
But it's very rough and tough on the kidneys.
But not if it's free amino acids like this is.
Exactly. It doesn't break down as quickly.
When would he
the thing
take
is,
this?
You don't have to break it down. It's ready
It's
to
already
go
going.
into your
So Barbara, in the packet of 5,
Yes.
they take them all at once. Otherwise, you're walking around with an open packet, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
In the morning, in the evening?
Depends. Some people take a packet in the morning. Some people take a half packet because they're really sensitive. Some people take a packet in the morning, a packet at noon.
And so he's going to eat probably a small breakfast, because you don't eat a lot for breakfast. I know you don't eat a lot for lunch. Dinner is your bigger meal. Should he then do it for dinner so the enzymes are breaking it down, or does it not make a
I
difference?
actually think it would be more beneficial as he's eating less, because obviously his body's liking it.
Yes, and I didn't even eat that much. I had a protein drink this morning.
You're cooling off?
Yeah. I could feel it.
Okay, phew. It's
It
like
went-
I
it
turned
went
on a
up,
fan
and
over
now
here.
you I sort of
so it
feel
feels
it.
so much better.
It's rebalancing, yeah.
Yeah, but it's really cool. Okay, I love it. And does the studio audience have any questions? Any questions about the
Anybody?
product? Anything? What's the name of the product? Give her the mic
name
so
of
we
the
can hear it.
product?
What's the name of your product?
So the name of the company is New Earth Life Sciences, and the name of the product that Freddy took is called Essentials.
Okay.
And it is literally,
Essential.
It's essential.
well, this is the empty one.
Is that a 30-day supply in that box?
This is a 30-day supply.
So you take it once a day?
You take it once a day.
And you can get it through Deb Barcelona,
Yep,
our
through me.
Fitness Friday guru, Deborah Size. Give out your number while we're talking.
My number is 561-307-9283. And I did want to say one thing. Susan's a little modest because honestly, Susan was with a very big company almost in the inception many years ago and did very, 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 very well.
Of this product?
No, of a different product.
Okay.
And eventually got out of it and was sought out by several people because of her experience.
Her business
Her business experience, because she did extremely well, businesswoman, not just in this, but also in restaurants and marble companies. So people kept bringing her products. She had a deli and a restaurant in Wellington. People kept bringing her products, so everybody wanted her to try something. So when she did try this and it did work, the company knew who she was and flew her out there and set her down and said, and she, like you said, they were authentic, they were genuine, and she was extremely impressed, and that's why she got involved. And of course, fell in love with Barbara, like who wouldn't? She's amazing. And so she, like I said, she's a little modest.
But Deb, how do you feel in the product?
I have not started the product yet, only because, and I just ordered it. We have been trying to get this together, but I just have not started. But I'm excited about it because, I have Hashimoto's
Have you taken
disease.
this?
That's why
No,
I was
I've
wondering.
ordered it.
But
And
have you
Barbara
taken
actually,
those 5 pills?
no, Barbara.
never taken it?
Barbara advised me on what
You
she
had
thought
me
I
take
should
5
take.
pills.
I gave you a week's supply. You did take it for a week.
Oh my gosh.
You had me take 5 pills, and you haven't taken
She
it.
forgot.
I forgot. I had a mind, the
forgot
senior
she took it?
moment. She did give me, and
You have a memory
actually,
pill
she
in
did
there?
give me. What was the product you gave me that really helped me with my
Memory, I
my
hope.
pain?
Rebound.
The rebound.
Well, you got
product.
it. But
Oh
you
my
didn't
gosh, I
take this,
can't.
the
So sorry.
essentials? Have you taken the essential?
Yes.
Well, she took the probiotics and she took the.
Have you taken that?
She took extra.
I'm going to
Rebound.
take them now, but I did order my.
But when you took that the first time, did you have a reaction to it? Did you?
Well, yeah. I mean,
You
I
were
felt.
telling
I
me
felt
she said she had
felt really
tremendous
good.
energy, especially.
Well, my
she
thing
works
is the
so-
brain. The brain. I was having
Brain fog?
Yeah, I have a lot of
What's
brain
the
fog
thyroid?
because the thyroid. Yeah.
Really?
Well, will this help? I can't say will. Could it potentially help with thyroid function?
So thyroid function is a very interesting thing. Hormones are so interconnected, interrelated. Thyroid in particular is extremely mineral dependent. The production of thyroid hormones depends on a lot of microminerals most people don't get in their diet nowadays. So my experience adding a micromineral source like wild algae is that a lot of times the function of the thyroid is extremely benefited.
Well,
I've seen
if
that
you are
many
on,
times.
if you're on Synthroid or Cytomel or both, which is taken on an empty stomach, this is considered a food. So you would need a certain amount of hours, so it wouldn't be a breakfast time for someone with Hashimoto's.
You could wait 30 minutes and take it after. And I do have people on Synthroid or on Armour, is another type of thyroid medication. I also want to throw out there, because I'm really about
We gotta go.
education, there's 2 things causing a lot of thyroid issues today.
All right, we're going to bring you back on. We'll talk
Okay.
about that. We'll have Deb talk about it. For more information, contact Deb Barcelone at Deborah's Eyes. Have a very safe and happy St. Patrick's Day. Freddie, happy birthday early to you.
Don't say that. Where are we
Yay,
going?
happy birthday.
It's been 2 hours, 2 and 2. Have a great weekend, everyone. Be kind to each other. Be safe. We'll see you Monday. Same time,
Yeah.
same place, 12 o'clock.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
It happens.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant?
When was the last time you had a fun girls' night in?
One tap
Have you
creates
heard
a
of Pure
virtual wine
Romance?
fine tuner.
Pure Romance by Michelle
Another,
Spears
a coffee
offers
refiner.
A fun-filled
A beauty-
presentation of our product line, followed by a unique shopping
When
experience
was the
that
last
you
time
and
you
your
had a fun
girlfriends
girls'
will
night
not
in?
forget.
Have you heard of
Call
Pure
me,
Romance?
Michelle Spears,
Pure
at
Romance by Michelle
561
Spears offers a
572
fun-filled presentation of our
1901
product line,
to reserve a
followed
date
by
for
a
your
unique
free
shopping
shopping
experience
spree,
that
to learn
you
about
and your
income
girlfriends will
opportunities,
not forget.
or shop my website
Call me,
at
Michelle Spears, at
/561/1901
to reserve a date for your free shopping spree,
And
to
remember,
learn about
bring
income
Pure
opportunities,
Romance back
or shop my
into your
website at pureromance.com/.
In a perfectly imperfect world, you can eat the foods you love, lose weight, and be healthy. But what if I told you you can do just that? In fact, your diet should be perfectly imperfect. By eating the foods you love and still achieving your health and wellness goals. I take the guesswork out of nutrition by giving you my simple and effective strategies so that you can live the healthy and happy life you will love using real food to get real results. Schedule your nutrition consultation today at 888-84-TAMMY or visit my website, tammyfogarty.com. Don't delay, get healthy today. 888-84-TAMMY.
will turn an everyday home item into the pinnacle of decor at an affordable price. Available in a variety of prints from polka dots, zigzags to paisley. Dare to dream bigger with custom designer liners for your charity fundraiser or a company logo. Reusable as basket decor liners or gift bags and made in the USA. Designer liners will enhance any home or office. Get yours today at designerliners.com or wastebaskets.com. That's designerliners with an S.com.
Want to make your smartphone
Brilliant.
One tap
Creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow.
Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer.
In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste,
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow.
Crazy.
Well, salud. I'm loving it. Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
Venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge 11,000 square foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074. Well, that's about it for today, and even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 1 p.m. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S. will bring you more goodwill next time. Although today's show was live, you can follow the cafe on Facebook at Brooklyn Cafe. To rewatch every minute of the show, call 866-224-5422 to talk with Dawn and Freddy S. after the closing, or to leave an order for fun for the next show. Have a meaningful day. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Want to lower your rate and payments? Get rid